should add the Yeti chat to the intro so people can hear our hilarious talking.
Cold opens as it is.
You know what I hate about the world? The racists.
I remember my genius uncle one time was talking to my brother. He's like, if I were a police officer, I'd go arrest all the criminals.
No shit!
Thank you for that thrilling.
It's just like, that's how I would do it. It's like, oh yeah, okay. Yep. Seems legit. Right, I was gonna make a Twitter. I was gonna Twitter some shit.
Yes.
Twitter.
Like, more surprise con recap stream? Yes. More surprise con recap stream.
Yeah, our 2020 worked a lot better. I mean,
Hashtag Fan Expo Vancouver.
Like, this is our 2018 work.
Yeah.
I hope this should come
Report
20
is go.
But I imagine these pieces aren't doing so well with Patreon anymore. That's huge pile of easy book.
Oh, I mean, that's why. Oh,
Tweet that
or
shit.
also, it's like that's a lot of content.
Like even like month by month.
I don't
like,
expect that to be everything. Only in 2018.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, when you think about it, it's something here. But some of them are just kind of like dressed down versions of what she
Yeah, which makes sense because that's what she does for a Patreon.
What book is that?
Oh, the Sekami
Oh, right.
book.
That's a weird text.
Oof, womp.
Oh god, my parking's expiring in 3 minutes. Shit.
Oh no!
Oh, shit.
What
Oh,
if
shit.
your-
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shit. Oh, shit.
Dude, what you do?
No. What if your car gets towed from
To go all the way to
downtown?
the West, yeah.
I don't need that kind of negativity in my life. The way we're just subscribed for 37 months in a row.
Wow!
Oh, shit.
Chocolate starfish.
I guess
on
that means we
rolling,
need to
baby.
go live.
I guess.
Where's the
I
button for that?
guess.
Here's the button for it. Happy.
We have been summoned by 37 months.
That was the wrong button. There we go. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Daring Player Squad. It's a very special Monday. We are
Monday.
here to talk about Fan Expo Vancouver 2022 that just wrapped up at 5 p.m. tonight. And
Pacific time.
It was a good time. Wayward, 37 months, consecutive subscriptions. Thank you so much. You are why we do this. Sometimes.
Merci beaucoup, as the French say.
Yeah.
Because we are technically from Canada and are bilingual.
Reversible Grogu says thank you.
Have you come up with a name for that yet?
Not yet. I'm still there. I was asking like Theo and Seb and then when they came by, and Mike, just like what's a good Filipino way to say a name? I don't know. He just reminded me of an egg. And it's like, and for some reason that made me think it's like, because we got the Russian one, we got the Latin one, and he's just like, you just say boy afterwards. It's like, well, just this Grogu boy, hey.
Why isn't it just like the reverse of Grogu? So it's like Ugrog.
That
Because
is a
it's
thing. That is a thing. Filipinos are like, what if we just took this name but made it backwards?
Yes, it makes
Backwards.
perfect sense.
We'll make the name backwards, and it's a unique name now.
Perfect.
I mean, or it becomes Schrodinger's Grogu. Grogu is simultaneously happy and sad at the same time.
Until you unflip him, he is both happy and sad. Oh no, he's sad now.
Alright, I'm playing with the cats in the background because they always seem to get so feisty when they come out to the living room like this.
Oh, he's like, why are you there? Not taking care of us. What the hell?
Exactly. You've been gone all day!
Did we have a good time today? I would say we did.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Joyce,
just wear some swag that we got from today if you'd like.
Yeah. Joyce, did
Did
you have
we
a good
make
time?
any months? Huh?
You have a good time, Joyce?
I mean, yeah, enough. I came out expecting absolutely nothing. So it only goes up from there.
You know,
From rock bottom, you can only go up.
I
Yeah.
have a lot of that going on. Arash, did you have a good time this week? Today?
Yeah, I met a lot of cool folks doing guest relation stuff.
Yeah.
I was Billy West's guest relation
Yeah.
handler, and he is an amazing human being. I suggest you spend the time to find and thank him for all the wonderful voices he's brought to you. That being, of course, Futurama Fry, and the Professor, and Zepp Brannigan, Zoidberg, all that stuff. And go
How
if
do
you
you
ever
meet
see
all of
him.
them too? Do I have to kick any more dudes in the crotch on behalf of Ashley? No, not today, because Ash was out of cosplay today. Yesterday there was a weirdo. I think she described that on Twitter. Some Jedi fool bowing down to her.
Ha!
Like, what are you doing? It's like, this is for you.
He went down on all fours.
All fours. Went down on all fours.
By the washroom, like washroom entrance. Like I just want to pee.
There is a time and a place. Bowing at the washroom entrance is not it. Ash, did you have a good day today?
Yes, I'm tired.
Yeah, that's fair.
Counting the money.
What's the song? Bag.
Bag alert, major bag alert.
Alert, major bag alert.
Yes, hi, please don't do that again. Yeah, so Ash is, she here. She's just over at the fireplace where it's warm, counting her money.
Bag alert.
Bags. No, without saying too much, the short version is, this is definitely the best haul, sales-wise at a con she's ever had. There's a time like, how about never on the corner of never?
Yeah.
She be ballin'. I mean, it's like, we got some bills to pay, so we'll see how much we get to keep afterward.
Yeah,
But
I don't get to keep much because of like things I have to pay off. However, that means like Calgary might be pretty lit.
actually, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. I mentioned as I was running around the convention hall and artists that not a lot of them carry what Ash carries, which is a really unique and high quality makeup brand, which I think is probably going well, going in a positive direction. It is very unique. Although that being said, also some of her high ticket items got sold, especially in the not the acrylics but the resin ones.
Yeah. She sold every single dagger except for the Chungus. And like that's like the $100 guy that we never expect to get sold. Like
$80 for the other one.
yeah, like she's selling the $80 daggers and like the $55 daggers. It's so that's good. Silo, since you're in here, Silo, did you have a good day today?
Silo.
Yeah.
Silo, did you have a good day today? Silo doing the rounds, spending some money.
I spend way too much money as well. I did not go in there expecting to spend as much as I did, but here we are. And I need to get my eyes lasered out next month, so.
Oh yes, next month. Yeah.
Yeah.
All that's.
And then after that,
yeah.
There's like a 3-week. I have a 3-week vacation stored up, so it'll be LA for KupoCon, the Curicon the week after, and then Calgary Expo the week after that.
It was
So
cool
all of
seeing
April.
Paul Sun Hyung Lee. Yeah. My stupid ass didn't recognize that it was him. Fucking Appa was at the con dressed up as a Jedi.
Yeah, I think it was Raquel. Like caught wind of the photo and then sent it to me, and I forwarded it to the chat. It was just I know who would appreciate this.
That he just got like I found where the damn photo ops were going, or the photo meetups were happening. So I went there, and then at some point I just remember walking around there and I saw like a bald Asian Jedi. I was like, he kind of looks like Kim's Convenience guy. And then someone in my Saber Guild like recruitment like practice chat shared a picture that they got with him, and suddenly I was like, fuck, that was him. So that's why Raquel had that photo. That's why.
Yeah, she shared
it all makes sense now. So he was there, and people were getting photos with him, and I didn't. It's
Flew
fine.
in.
It's fine. If I ever see him again, I will tell him this comedic story, and all will be right with the world.
I mean, it's like you didn't expect the guy to be here, so.
Not at all.
Right?
That's just like they're not filming that in Vancouver.
Really? Like, what are you doing in Vancouver, first of
I
all?
can't think of what he's even. Oh, strips without clothes. That's not even Russian. Loveface.xyz online. Strips without clothing. Damn. Get the fuck out.
Whoa, what the hell? Oh, man. Oh, jeez, dude.
Something Avatar. Avatar's here?
Oh, shit. That would explain it.
Wait,
Yeah,
Avatar's being filmed here?
They got that that account, damn, really went hard trying to try to get that shit in. That's not even the Russian bots.
The Russians are being replaced by I don't know what now.
Just porn spam. That's funny. Airbrander currently filming Vancouver. Well, shit.
Oh.
Very nice.
How about that?
Are you an background extra on any of those, Mr. Sean Cruz?
He's like, I am not at liberty to say. That means yes.
I can neither confirm nor deny any involvement.
Not yet. Okay. Fair enough. Not yet.
Not yet.
That's like I can neither confirm nor deny any involvement.
Either you
However,
say
I can
no,
tell
I'm
you.
not. Or it's like, I can't say. Alright, I said the line.
Yeah, like I neither confirm nor deny any
confirm.
involvement with that production.
Yeah.
I can say, however, that I am involved with a studio that works on such films as Avatar, and that's what I had to do a lot about. Like when I was working on a game in Capcom, I would be like, I cannot speak about what game I'm working on. However, I do work for a studio that produces games like Puzzle Fighter and Dead Rising. And other games, and then that's it. And then be like, So it could be one of those two. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Wow.
What the hell, another
really
one?
Trying.
Ban this
That
motherfucker.
shit.
Ban this motherfucker.
I had to block this on Restream chat. Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here.
Damn, they aggressive tonight. They're just like, oh, you had a good time at con? Well, so are I.
I heard you got some NSFW shit going on here.
They heard me mention NSF, like not safe for work materials that I had on hand, and they were like, oh, "This must be one of those kinky streams."
I heard you whip that Sakimi-chans.
Yeah. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did, but apparently I had a great effect on the ladies that were there. So they gave Joyce an awesome shirt.
Oh yeah, it's in the room.
And a
was
bunch
like,
of stickers.
Yeah, it's like, oh, thank you so much for this. Oh, my girlfriend will love this. Oh, you have a girlfriend? And,
No, they just call her girlfriend Jan.
and then,
Which I
that's
think
right.
is
they
pretty
do.
Like,
funny.
what did I do? You
I don't-
exist,
Yeah, you exist.
and therefore that is great. I'm like,
Deserves veneration, and I'm like, you know what? She's getting free stuff. I'm not gonna complain.
Yeah.
I don't know how I have this effect on people, but sometimes it's amplified.
It be like that sometimes, you know? Yeah, so Appa was there, and that was cool. I wish I caught it. I wish I was there to catch it. Like, I did get to the Star Wars photo meetup, so it was quick. It was just like the red carpet area. I don't know if that was supposed to be the so-called cosplay photo park or not, but that's where we all
like
went.
it wasn't labeled on the floor
Yeah,
plan,
not at
so
all.
I was very confused.
No, all of us, we were looking at each other like, is this where we're supposed to be? As one bro, no, I talked to somebody. Yes, this is it. It's like, okay. Like, in the end, as long as we're all here, then
Yeah,
the
that's
answer is
true.
yes. They had some good pictures. Of course, me and my stupid ass picked a low stance.
Hold that for 10 minutes.
Cracked the sword. I was just like, are we good? Do we change pose? And there wasn't enough people to, like, you know, break off to do, like, cute little extra shits. Not really. Just prior to that, though, there was a fellow in kind of a simpler DIY Jedi outfit. He had a long robe. He had a collared shirt underneath that, and had a lightsaber. He saw me in the thing. He went over and came over to me and put on the voice like, "Hello there, Master Jedi." I was like, "Oh," and I just got acknowledged like Jedi. I was like, "Hey, how's it going?" And it's like, "Oh," I was like, and he just looks around at the con and he was like, and he's just kind of, you know, it's like, you know, this area really reminds me of the markets in Mos Eisley. Don't you think? And I was, yeah, no, you get a lot of characters. And he kept going, and in my head, I'm just like, dude, apparently there's a photo shoot coming up any second now, and I'm trying to go around fast so I can get back to Ash. I don't have time to roleplay with you right now, man.
Oh, is this 2022?
I don't have time to roleplay with you in your collared shirt. You seem like a nice guy. I'm sure we'll be at the photo shoot together. He was on the other side of the area, so I didn't see, but.
I think I hear my Jedi dad calling. I have to go.
My Jedi dad calling.
My Jedi grandma is calling me for lunch. I have to leave.
Jedi lunch.
I think I just kind of, whatever the last thing he said, I just laughed, nodded a bit, and waved, and just went.
Haha, yes, Mos
I was like,
Eisley.
yes.
Haha, yes.
I was just like, thanks.
Haha,
See you,
yes.
I'll see you around, man. Like, thank you. that was pretty fun. Saw a lot of people with some cool stuff. There was actually one fella. I think it was a husband and wife duo. Like she was a Togruta Jedi, not necessarily Ahsoka, and he was in a more typical brown Jedi stuff. And he was just asking like she was asking like, so you sold this for? I was like, yeah, and like, I'm trying to get it approved for Saber Guild. And she was just like, how do you keep the panels together, kind of thing. And I mentioned, you know, like if you want for the inner things that you don't have to see them, like you just put a little tie on them and they'll keep them together. And it was like fucking lightning strike. They just like, oh yeah, it's like
super simple.
Got you.
Sometimes the simplest method is the best method.
Yeah, so I finally got my chance to run around in my Jedi outfit a little bit. Didn't get many pictures aside from that one group area. I did finally pick up a CR saber though.
Yeah, when I looked at them, they definitely looked thinner and more lightweight than some of the sabers
lighter.
you saw elsewhere, right?
They're significantly lighter. Like, it's just this point, like, after being around enough sabers in my time now, hi George, I acknowledge I fully acknowledge that Ultra Saber is low tier out of all of them. They are the cheapest option as far as bang for buck goes. I understand. But us as Canadians, the bang for buck doesn't really work in the same way. We still have shipping, we still have duties. We never get in on the free shipping promotions they do because they don't do that for Canada. So like, so I get it. So the guy made the point, like, you know, price-wise, we're not actually that much more expensive, and you don't have to pay all that other shit. I was like, fuck you, I think you're right. And I compared theirs with like the same style as mine, like same model, like the Jedi Fallen Order style, and it's like there was like 20% thinner, like half the weight. I was like, fuck yeah, I acknowledge this. And he was like saying, he's like, you know, and I know Saber Guild's around, so you know if they ever want to come out to our location in Chilliwack, like, you know, they can practice. We have space, and I appreciate that sentiment.
I like the idea that they're not only just trying to sell you their stuff, they're trying to build and maintain a community.
The community, yeah.
Yeah, they're intending to like actually do lessons and stuff and competitions and things. So like that's cool to have that local enough. I mean, how far is Chilliwack? Like 2 hours from Metro Vancouver?
So it's a manageable drive.
Yeah, it's not the worst. I was like, it's something I want to do every week though. Those CR Sabers, I really wanted the rose gold color one, but I already have too many. So yeah, I said the same thing. Like next time I can justify getting a new saber, I'll look to you guys. 1.5 hours on a good day, you know. I don't want to drive to Abbots for it. I don't want to drive to Chilliwack.
Maybe for like a competition that would make more sense, but you want something a little bit more centralized. It's the reason why Academy Duello was smack dab downtown, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I told someone about Academy Duello over the weekend. Someone bought the rapier earrings from Ash's shop, and I was like only certain people like that kind of stuff. I've done it for work before. Yeah, that's fair. And I was like, you know, do you practice? Do you practice anything? He's like, no, I really want to. He's like, I used to be a fencer and all this. And I just like told him, from downtown Vancouver, there's a place, Academy Duello. They do Italian style rapier and things. I hope she goes. That'd be cool. That'd be cool if she did. Also,
yeah. Speaking of those earrings, I was running around. Every time I had a chance to run around the stores and stuff, I always stopped by and say hello to Ash. Every time I went there, I feel like I always got someone to buy something. One of which was those earrings, or was it the earrings, or was it the lip balm, your lip balm,
the lip gloss?
Yeah, the lip gloss.
Oh,
and, yeah, I was. The plan is always to just make them feel like it's
about to run out.
Yeah, it's about to run out, or it's short in stock or something. So she was like, "Oh, like $19 seems like a lot for the lip balm or lip, and then the lip gloss." And I'm just like, "Oh yeah, how many left is there?" She's like, "Oh, like maybe a couple, like 1 or 2." And I'm like, "Oh, it looks like there's only one more left." So I like jokingly picked it up and like put it in my pocket, like, "Now what are you gonna do?" And then I joked and I put it back. She like left, came back, and then bought it immediately. So I'm just like, I guess it worked.
She did it. No, there was a couple times. Mike, who had played Monster Hunter with us a couple times. What the fuck's the screen name? I don't remember anymore. have friends show up and look at stuff and have other people buy. Yeah, like Mike was over. It was a point when I was holding down the fort so Ash could walk around or go to the bathroom or something. And he was there, and like there was a few people looking at the stuff, and I was just talking to him while he was at the table, and I remember just being all like, just talking about the day. It's like, yeah, like I mean, we sold a lot of the resin yesterday, so that's kind of tough because we're running out of that. But the plus side is because of that, a lot of people are looking at the makeup now. It's like people are looking at the water activated eyeliner. They're looking at the lip gloss. They're looking at the body glitter. And like we're selling out of a couple of them, but I mean we got a lot of that, and like she's really excited. And I mean Ash is really happy because of course this is brand new product that she's just come up with. Like this this is the first time we've had these lip glosses on the table, and all that kind of stuff. And the people walked away. I was like, let's see what I did there.
Yeah.
Just talking it up like it wasn't even meant for them or something.
Well, like I said, that's what I was gonna do with Mark Muir at his Q&A. I was gonna be all like, I want to talk to you about Arcade Spirits. So 2 years ago, I played this game, this indie visual novel where you play as someone who works at an arcade and finds romance and stuff along the way. And I got to the end credits and I found out, oh my gosh, Mark Muir, you played the evil corporate arcade owner that you have to fight against. And it's just like, I'm asking the questions like, how did you get involved in it? Also, I'm like, here's a mild synopsis of this game that I am describing. I got it on PlayStation 4, but then I later got it on Steam during a sale. It's like, no, you don't need to say that part. But I was going to do it. I was trying to help my boys out, my boys and girls, and I didn't get the chance. It's okay. It's okay.
Didn't get the chance.
It's okay. What other funny things? Like, we didn't stream yesterday, so we went pretty easy. What happened yesterday?
Too much happened yesterday, did it?
It was pretty quiet. I'm still shocked. Like, I mean, the big reason why we didn't, aside from just not feeling the need to, was just like we were so tired.
Yeah.
Ash was already conked out in the car on the way home. I was drifting.
I got a ride back home, but I had like ramen at Ramen Gao with
Phil and Raquel.
With Phil, Raquel, and Raquel's brother. And yeah, we like literally we had something to eat, like pounded back a pint, and then when I got home, I was just like,
yeah. So we just conked out.
That was GR. How many guests did you have to take care of today?
Unfortunately, after the first day, when most of the major guests left on the first day, the second day and the third day were more manageable. I did have to bounce around a little bit on the second day. I kind of helped Mark Muir at the tail end of the second day. And so that was pretty cool. He put on his makeup and stuff to kind of promote his D&D Twitch stream that was happening on today, because he wasn't going to be back on the Monday. So he made the attempt the day of. So he was busy. I barely had any chance to talk to him, but I did end up getting a signature on my steel case.
Fuck yeah!
There you go. Ooh, I thought about putting it on the back, but I'm like, you know what? Mark Muir's here. He can go on the front, and then I can get like Jennifer Hale here somewhere, and then the rest of the cast on the back. So that's I was gonna bring my helmet, but then I realized I had to pull that mother trucker on a bus, and I'm like, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Well, that ain't gonna happen. Like I try to figure it out. Like, should I put it in a bag and like cover it with like paper and stuff just to keep it from being dinged? But that still would mean I have to run around with it. But like usual, I always usually the Saturday or the Sunday just after, or whatever is after the first day, I usually bring in some Timbits. So I'm like, my hands are gonna be absolutely cold before I even get in there. So yeah, I just brought in some Timbits for the folks, give some little Canadian, Canadianisms over there, Canadian hospitality.
Well, that's what you do. I mean, even when Kevin Smith was in town doing like guest directing for The Flash, he's like, what's the nicest thing I could do as someone who used to live in Vancouver for a hot second going to film school? So he just literally bought like 200 Timbits and just brought them to the set on The Flash. It's like actually the easiest way to flex. It's like it's not that expensive in the end, and it's just like
50 Timbits is like $11.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was funny that he told the story, and then immediately someone was like, all right, I'm going to go get some Timbits right now. I'll be right back. And he's like, fucking all right. So he leaves in the middle of this panel that involved an extra ticket. This was like, what, 3-4 years ago? Maybe 4 years ago. And just before the panel was over, like in the last half hour, the guy came back with fucking 200 Timbits. I was like, oh shit. So they're passing around a box of Timbits. This is a pre-COVID age where you pass around Timbits just from row to row, seat to seat to seat. I had a Timbit. What did I get signed? I already tweeted about it, and Mark Muir was fucking cool, and he retweeted it. That this is what we did. Oh no, it's gonna be backwards because fucking Discord is an asshole about that.
I need a whole box actually.
I wish. Wait, that's someone else. That's someone else's thing. But I have 2 of these. This one's mine. It's got my name on it. See, Alt Simaj. Hello. Wayward gifted.
Oh, Ghost Gamer 3 subscription months in a row.
Wayward giving out the free money. Aww.
And money.
We should tell Riley that happened. It's like, Riley, you don't have ads anymore.
They'll know.
Come hang out with us. But yeah, so I got 2 of these. This one's mine. It says 2 James. Mark Muir, and then on the bottom, Deco. Because he played the bad guy in the game. Also at the bottom, we've got Jackface. We got Molly's autograph as well. I remember after I bought the prints, I was like, Molly, what does your autograph cost? And she was just like, oh, right, yeah, I should probably sign these, hey? I was like, you could have signed bigger. I'm not gonna get any of the other signatures. We know this. We know I'm not gonna.
The chances are slim to non-existent.
This is gonna be hard. Especially for the sequels. Like in Frida Wolf, freaking Prosody. It's like not gonna happen. Unless this is the theme of today. Just things can't happen. James goes, unless stop it.
And then like hopefully it'll come to them. Come to James. Unless
it's like stop.
Yeah. We're just talking.
Because I always pull that shit and Ash was like, no.
No, unless.
No, that happened yesterday too. We were driving in. Fred, what are you eating? We were driving in, and it was yesterday was a really foggy day. And as we were coming over the hill on Canada Way, Ash just comments like, "Wow, it's really foggy." And I go, "Yeah." And then I go,
"No." How do you unless the fog?
No. It's just there's one way to annoy survival horror fans quicker than any other way in existence, and it's literally any day that is slightly foggy, and you exclaim, "It's just like Silent Hill." Ah. So all I did was I just looked at her. I opened my mouth. I just don't say it.
I will murder you in this car. It will take me with you, but it'll be worth it.
Like, that couples telepathy. I was like, yeah. Alex, good evening. Did someone say
wow.
When did we enter Persona 4?
Finally, something that's fog related and not Silent Hill.
There was actually a lot of Persona cosplay.
Mm-hmm.
Was
there?
I assumed you. I just assumed that you were. Yeah.
What do you mean a lot? It was me. It was me, and it was like so dressed down, like no one could possibly recognize me.
Previous days too. Like there was a Futaba walking around at least 1 or 2 of them.
I missed the Futaba. All right.
Yeah, Joyce Fitch has been there.
I know. Well, I mean, I don't expect anime cosplay at Fan Expo.
Oh yeah.
Why not? No. Anime themed goodies.
No, there's a lot of weebs over in Vancouver here.
So.
It's gonna happen.
True, but like I expect Genshin, but I don't exactly expect
Persona 4,
yeah,
the most popular Persona 5, the most popular Persona.
Sakura absolutely expect Persona 5 to be there because half of the guests have worked in Persona 5.
This is true.
Like there's no guest reason, there's no panels, there's nothing.
Sorry, my cat's jumping around.
Oh yeah.
Oh, but since we're saying that, I got my I came down expecting absolutely nothing, so I had a good time. I found myself a Persona mask.
That's
so
why you
that.
switched masks.
Yes, I did.
Right. Zach has so many VAs this year. It's kind of surprising. Oh shit.
And then I got myself a Lucky Morgana cat.
Yeah.
And I got myself Futaba memes. And then, honestly, the one thing that I went back for and decided was the best thing of the night was the shaker charm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ash has the Devil May Cry version of that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Persona-related stuff, Atlas just announced a new game, and I'm so hyped. Soul Hackers 2? Shit!
Yeah.
Brendan, do you know?
I think he does. I'm pretty sure he sent that to me as well.
Oh, probably. He always knows exactly who to talk to about what at any given time. It's beautiful. He's a good man, and he cares about us, and he treats us all as individuals, and that's why we love him.
Yeah.
Ooh, the light's getting real harsh on this. That's not helping at all.
No, it's not.
We're
I
not
don't know why
trying
it's
too
blowing out
hard.
like that.
I don't know.
I ain't trying to
There we
overdo it.
go.
It's all
There's
good.
that automatic.
Tried harder this time than last time. Almost like any two of us could have known and annoyed you all for too long. No, you guys got a lot in common in that sense. Just about the same age and just Persona obsessed. I definitely got his Persona 4 art book signed by Laura Bailey at Emerald City a few years back.
Ooh, nice.
I was like, I could have gotten my own shit signed. I was like, no, I gotta do this for Brendan at least. And she got there, and she was pregnant, and people were giving her snacks. And I was like, if I had known, I would have brought snacks. She was like, that was when she was hella pregnant, yeah. That was also the year. I got a picture of this like 2 or 3-year-old just passed out on the floor in like the line next to us. He just face down, just conk. And I was like, yeah, sometimes cons are like that, man. I get it.
I walked the floor for like 2 hours, and then I'm like, I am done. And then I sat down with you guys for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know if it's just because it's like the first con back, or if it's still like pandemic fatigue, or if it's just because I'm old as fuck, or it's all three altogether.
Okay.
But damn, I'm wiped. I didn't even do anything.
Yeah. That's why I'm so confused by yesterday. Like Saturday, I literally had to go up and down those giant escalators to get back to the parking lot, and then fight my way, and like go out the one exit, then wrap back around into the parking lot to come back around to the front entrance, and then fight my way through because I didn't have a pass yet because we never picked those up when we first came in. Yeah, I just had to tell people, yeah, I forgot to get. They never got us passes. They just rushed us in, and we didn't really know what to do. It's like, and now I understand I have to actually be inside the exhibitor hall to get my pass. So I got back in, but it's like I was hauling ass and changed in the car also. I got out of Jedi costume to get into Clark Kent costume to come back down. I was exhausted, but yesterday I was way more tired at the end of the day compared to that day. I don't get it. I don't get it. I was bored after the first hour on Saturday. Yeah, Cruz did the rounds, and he didn't have a cool third chair like Joyce got. Yeah, Cruz. On the Sunday, since the one person never showed up for their artist table, the four of us all just kind of shuffled our shit over. So we all had a table and a quarter, 1 1/4 tables of elbow room. So suddenly we had 3 chairs. Yeah, good.
Yeah. Oh, hello, Fred. George.
And Ash
might
is
see a cat
back.
flip her back.
Yay. She is done counting her fat stacks that she literally waved herself with.
It got warm, so I was fanning myself with the
And
bills.
herself with her bills.
Nice.
Just dollar
Rich people
dollar
problems.
bills.
Rich people problems.
Those dollar bills.
Success is so hard. Oh.
Hat fell down. I just looked over. She's just so pleased. So pleased.
And it'll all go because of bills.
Okay. Working
Yes,
hard
but
for
that's
the money.
less
Yeah.
bills you gotta worry about, right?
Yeah.
Think about it. So doing something.
No, it was good, and it was just those classic moments where it's the person comes in, chat time. Hey, Paul. Good
Hey, Paul.
afternoon.
Yeah.
But also,
Oh yeah.
so we got Ash a present.
Yeah.
He's so cute. Look at his.
Hello,
Look at his
space.
smirk. He's like, hey.
I'm
Oh, you're
pressing the
not-
buttons
you're not
you don't
focusing.
want me to press. 'cause of
One.
the-
Focus,
Oh,
you
it's
motherfucker.
focusing.
It's focused.
It did at one point.
Oh, I saw it.
Just put yeah.
Put a hand behind him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
come on, you bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
Yeah, I grabbed a couple. I figured those would be what I'd get as gifts for my nephews. So there's one eating the frog. So he's got his mouth up. And I got another one with the bowl of soup in his hand. I also got this guy from the same vendor.
I love that.
So
Love it so
round.
much.
The reversible Grogu. Sometimes he's happy. Sometimes he's perturbed.
He's
Da,
angry.
da, 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 da. Sometimes he's happy, sometimes he's sad.
We'll see how this one dances to RuPaul music later.
Yeah.
May!
May!
Yeah!
Yeah. Oh, speaking of May, we got her
Speaking-
some gifts. I showed them off to her in chat. It's not with us right now. I'll grab them really quick.
Yeah.
But
Gift reveal.
Gift reveal.
gift reveal.
Gift reveal.
I also got something for Deborah, which we showed her.
We got Deborah gifts too. Actually, Deborah needed gifts for her friend, so we had to pick them up. All this sheep stuff. Reversible Grogu. Where's mine? Whoa! What's in the bag over there? Holy shit! That's so funny.
Let's do old school YouTube style
a bunch of
hauls.
things.
Where is my art?
Yeah.
Where's my art?
Oh, it's all up
Stickers.
there.
Stick-a-ma-curs.
That's on the
Stickers.
bag.
And then I've stumbled across Pugly and the fact that they've created a amazing sticker
So-
book
so
that you
this
can
is-
use.
This is the thing for May. It's the bad to the bone.
Oh my
sheep.
god.
But
But
flip it around. Oh,
It's got
Oh.
dimension.
it's got.
Oh,
Yeah,
holy shit.
that's so cute.
this sheep is bad to the bone.
And he's like huffing on a cigarette or something. Oh, like
Lollipop.
a lollipop, yeah.
A cigarette, but it's a lollipop.
But
Oh,
yeah.
that's good. That's maple
It is-
vibes.
yeah,
Maple-
that's
yeah,
maple
I thought
vibes.
about it. Like, yeah, that's maple vibes. And then for Deborah, we got her some Animal Crossing stuff. I know she vibes well with the bro otter here.
Yeah.
Or yeah, the broader
Yeah,
broder.
we got her the Brewster cup. I regret
Yeah.
not getting one.
Yeah, these are super limited edition, so yeah.
Yeah,
Animal Crossing.
everyone got her Animal Crossing stuff. That makes perfect sense.
Technically, Deborah requested this from us, and I think it's for her friend, not for her necessarily.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we were sent on a mission, so we had to complete the mission.
And then yeah, we got her some extra stickers from what's it called? Hello.
It's from the same store.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, same. That's the same
Primal.
store. Yeah.
So there's some stickers. So there's a
Yeah.
little auto bro.
So it's
And
all
then-
the oh Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we went for all the Animal Crossing thing
Nice.
because
That's cute.
that's.
So
I
we'll just
love it.
Oh
We'll
yes. I
we'll
used
just
to
throw
have
that in.
villager.
And then-
Yes.
and then, of course,
Isabel.
we'll just throw that into the pile of like
Of Christmas gifts that we
and
still-
stuff we haven't delivered yet.
Oh my gosh.
Wah, wah.
Yeah.
Some other cool things I bought that are probably be more useful for Joyce. Where is it?
Oh
it's right
yeah,
here.
this is gonna be good.
Yeah, the
Did Joy
stupid
see
weep,
the other stuff you had got?
stupid weep trash.
Cool. And then all bangs.
Yep.
All the bangs.
yeah.
All the bangs.
Yeah.
They'll be back at
Calgary.
Calgary Con, so because I ran out of dough, but I'll definitely probably buy another T-shirt or something from her. It's funny when I bumped into her.
See George in the
Ooh.
corner.
Yeah.
Yep.
When I bumped into, he wants me to play with him still because the toy's right here, right?
Yeah.
Give me.
Aw.
He just wants like 10-15 minutes of your time and you can get back to your work.
I
Also,
know,
you-
right?
you have
It's
so
March
many
and I still
Grogers.
have.
Yeah.
We're building an army.
I told them the same thing that like I told like I have a friend that always yells like why you need another one? He said no, what if you need this one? What if he needs you? He said the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
But the funny thing is like so I saw it in the morning when I did my first run today, which was the first time I actually walked around the con, and I saw it. I was like okay, we'll see how my money's looking at the end of the day. I knew damn well I wasn't gonna buy anything else. But we'll see. And then later in the day, I just marched right back up to him. He was like, he recognized me. He's like, hello, one reversible Grogu, please. I grabbed that immediately. That's when I saw the figs. I was like, ah, oh, you could see it in my face. Like, fuck. Like, let me crack out some of these ones these are the ones I got from my nephew.
We're doing hauls.
So these are for the kids.
That
Like,
one's so cute.
look at this fucking kid. Look at this fucking guy. Just eating.
That frog.
There.
Ah.
Now you can see it.
Yeah. So that's one. Frog. That box is a little squished, so I feel bad about that. I just threw them in the sword bag. This is like the sensible thing.
That one's really cute.
This is super cute. No.
Good soup.
Good soup.
Good soup.
Yeah, they're sculpted with like such like cartoonish faces. It's great.
Yeah. What else? Did you get anything else for yourself?
Today for myself, it was really just the autographs and the photos, and the reversible Grogu. I think that was pretty much it. I didn't really. I really stuck to my guns. I was like, no, this is a making money con.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go ham, but I didn't really see too many things that I wanted.
There's a bit of that too, yeah. I walked around, I was like, I'm good. Like, I don't need toys, I don't need figs. I don't need more lightsabers right now.
It's a mighty want, but
I
there's
went
no need.
full husbando hunt. I don't even feel bad about it. So of course, a lot of Genshin husbandos. So I got Ito and Toma. I see the abs I purchase.
Genshin Impact.
Genshin Impact.
It's my favorite anime.
Genshin Impact.
Genshin.
But yeah, this is, I had to. It's so beautiful.
The husbando.
It's my main
Yes.
husbando.
Peepaw the husbando.
Yes. Yes.
They
But
walk-
yeah, it was husbando watch for me.
Yeah. I love it, says Wayward. Yeah. Wait, what else did I see other people get? I mean, it was kind of neat. Like we had some good neighbors. We had really good neighbors actually. Like we had Pugly as a neighbor.
Yeah.
I thought I did. Maybe I left it in the bedroom.
And between us was another artist. Actually, I never caught her artist.
She has a lot of stickers with like quotes and stuff.
Where?
Yeah. Yeah, I never caught her. I never caught her artist name, and I feel dumb about that. Pugly is life. Pugly's pretty good. Yeah, Yuji is a cool guy. He's pretty easy. Generally a pretty easygoing guy. Also Roger. Hello. Welcome.
Hello. Pugly, yeah.
Now,
We got a Pugly sticker book. So you can store your stickers here and change them however you wish. Don't show the back end because that's a little bit
They're all it's just like blanks,
wax, yeah.
wax pages.
Oh, it's waxed. Oh, fuck yeah.
So I can peel them off
like
and stick them
straight up
right.
90s sticker collection book.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then you can show off some of the ones that I got if you want. So I got the one with the girl riding the tiger because that reminded me of
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I laughed because you showed us that, and then you went, I got this because it reminds me of Joyce and the cats.
Yeah.
And for a hot second there, I was like, wait. It's like, okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Did you get the book from Pugly?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's 15 bucks for, or like $20 for like 3 stickers in the book, so I got that.
Yeah.
And then I got this mostly for Joyce, which is kind of like there's a bunch of them. One is like to like clean litter box dirty and then clean so that you can remind yourself about like dishes and cleaning up the litter box, and they've got little unique little ends to them. And then there's also one for like taking pills in the AM and the PM, so if you need to remind yourself to take pills.
Oh, yeah.
There's one with cats for that. I got this one for a friend of mine. There's some Common Writer stickers. So I gotta give that to him because I bought him some Common Writer stuff last time I went, but before I could see him again, the pandemic hit. So now that's just gonna go into the big old pile of gifts that I need to deliver to friends.
Yeah, I guess.
Also, then I got my signatures as well. So before he left, I got a lovely signature from Mr. Billy West, and I got him to sign the Doug poster. Because I know everyone loves Futurama, but I always remember him fondly from Doug because I love Doug.
Yeah. Do you know if he's doing all the voices for that Nickelodeon fighting game, or is it Nickelodeon?
The Nickelodeon fighting game. I don't know, but if it has to do with any of his characters, I'm assuming yes.
Maybe.
But he's still doing Ren and Stimpy. That one's still going forward, and as well as Futurama, so that's going to be happening as well.
Yeah.
Then the other signature I got was from Carolina Rabasa, and so they don't have. There's not very many Sombra posters anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The same thing.
Yeah, the stuff that she carried was like okay, but wasn't what I was looking for. I tried to look around the artist alley to find something I liked, but I couldn't pin down anything that I really, really liked. So instead, I purchased an art book, and now, in my head, I'm like, it makes more sense to do it this way because I don't have as much posters, like wall space for posters anymore. So I'm now have to be picky and choosy. So I got the one with Sombra in it, and then she's got it signed.
Oh, the Sakimis. Yeah.
Yeah,
the
that one's a
second
good one.
I figured I just put it all in a book.
I get it.
And she's got such a wide range of like whatever. It's like I probably have a page for that person somewhere. And then it says, I know you've been naughty or something. It says, and then it says boop. I think it's one of her one of the voice lines from Sombra. It's been a while since I played Overwatch.
Yeah,
so.
same. I haven't felt an overly needful need to get back into that.
Yeah, I played League for a long time, and then I moved over to Overwatch briefly. I think when Sombra was released was around the time I stopped playing.
Yeah, I played a little bit after that. I don't think I got... I got to try Orisa, and then I kind of stopped there. How was crowd turnout this year? Crowd was... I don't know what the
Decent.
full... Yeah, I don't know what the official numbers were, but it's like... It was about as full as you could have wanted it to be, considering everything. Way more people than we were guessing, I guess, but not enough that it felt claustrophobic. Like I didn't feel nervous at all.
No, I actually wasn't scared or uncomfortable at all.
Yeah, they widened the pathways so people could walk a bit more easier, as well as like take photos and stuff. So I thought that was a good call.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, he got Arash got Billy West. He got Fry.
Billy West.
He got Fry from Futurama.
And very briefly, I also kind of stepped in for folks who were doing voice roles for Red Dead Redemption. Those two guys really got a lot of traffic, surprisingly. But I think that's because Vancouver is a pretty big gaming community.
Yeah, and also Ren and Stimpy.
He does Ren and Stimpy. He does Doug. He does Zap Brannigan, Fry, and
he did Bugs Bunny in Space Jam.
He is the original. He has the Bugs Bunny in Space Jam.
Oh,
yeah. He's also very briefly the honeybee from Honey Nut Cheerios. Oh, that's another one he was in. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, Vancouver usually does like its OG stuff. I don't know why. Maybe Sombra didn't get as much attention. I don't think her character is super popular in Overwatch. On top of which, it's Overwatch is kind of like. She's also like raised in Valorant, but Valorant I don't think has anywhere near the popularity as League does.
Yeah.
So she didn't get quite as much of a turnout as
she's
I had.
She's in Apex, I thought.
Who is?
Carolina?
Yeah, I thought she's in Apex.
She's in Valorant.
Oh, I thought she was in Apex too.
Or is she in both?
I don't remember. I don't think so. I didn't see a poster of her. None of her characters in her posters rang any bells when it came to like Apex.
Yeah.
Apex. But I don't remember it in her bio because I usually just do a quick bio check.
Yeah, I have to check it. But I mean, like, no, Red Dead was a very popular. Like, I never played the second one because that was about the point when all stuff was coming out about that particular studio working people to death. Except that time no one cared. But I was like, I can't do it. As much as I want to play Red Dead Redemption 2, I was like, I can't do it. It's I'm hearing too many scary things about it. And
yeah, I ended up sharing some of my lunch with them because they were like, could I interest you in an ethnic snack? I'm like, there's a bakery that makes these fresh, and I gave each of them one, and then has saved one for myself. I'm like, this onigiri is just seaweed flakes, seaweed rice, and then inside is like pick your choice. Like this one's karage and Japanese mayo. This one is, one guy chose the salmon roe and the spiciness, and I'm like, ooh, you're getting a little out there today. He's like, yeah, well, I like spice, and I'm like, yeah, it could be kind of spicy. And then tuna mayo went to Carolina.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. So that's it. And of course, I shared out a bunch of Timbits to the peeps. They were pretty happy about it.
Yeah.
And then beside me was the gentleman from Clerks.
Yeah.
Directly beside me was, I can't remember his name right now, but he played like the fresh-faced employee in Clerks 2.
Yeah.
And so I tried my best to be like very cordial and not creepy. I offered him some sugar from Timbits, and then he's like, "Oh no, I'm fine." And then after, like right before he left, I was just like, I let it all out. I'm like, "Bleh." Like that, I loved you so much in Clerks too. Mostly like the whole interaction of you just having like the floor pulled up from underneath you, as your fellow employee just like rakes Lord of the Rings through the coals about being super gay, hobbits being super gay. That's just so funny to me, and I looked at him like, and also because like being also like a line cook and being once a fresh-faced line cook as well, I kind of like, it's like, you're trying so hard to be this great employee, but in reality, every other employee knows it doesn't fucking matter. Right? And he's like, yeah, that's true, yeah. So.
No, I mean, props to those guys. They were there all 3 days.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And like, I know there was a lot of stints of just like them just chilling at the table, not really doing anything. So I mean, respect.
Yeah, the Trailer Park Boys had a pretty consistent lineup.
Did they?
And apparently they were in character the whole time.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, that's how they operate.
God.
They're in character the whole time. And I can neither confirm nor deny, but the guy who always has like a beer in his hand may or may not have legitimate booze in his hand the entire time he was there. I can't confirm or deny it. But, yeah. Julian, yeah. So so the funny thing is that like they gave him 3 tables, but they only needed the one because they would all sign it together or individually. So
nice guys.
So we had we only needed 1 handler, fortunately for that. So it wasn't too much of an issue.
Pretty good core guess. I mean, I didn't see. I thought I'd see him at least once from off in the distance. I didn't see Shatner once all weekend.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Shatner was here. Right. Came to
yeah, he
I think
was.
it was weekend only.
He was only the 1 day.
Oh,
yeah.
well,
I thought he did 2 days actually, but in any case, yeah, I never saw him. I know he was there.
Yeah. So what he would do, and some of them do because you're older, and you can't just look. Yeah. So what they do is they just collect everything ahead of time. And they come out at preset times, do all the signatures, and then go back. Because
Cruise on the top of his head.
Yeah, they're old. I bumped into him while he was walking by me to his table.
Shatner was Saturday, Sunday.
Jesus.
Saturday, Sunday, yeah.
He's on his final frontier.
The man has been to space, like fictionally and non-fictionally. He is done. He's like, I've done everything I need to. Thank you very much.
They flew him in Saturday morning. Fuck.
Damn.
Oh yeah, he seemed very tired.
There was a lot of that going on. Like I think same with Ming No and just
Billy West was the same way. He came in. He woke up 3 a.m. to get to LA airport. Yeah.
Jesus
and
Christ.
then flew in, arrived, and then went straight to convention and did like 3 hours straight. And then did 3 hours straight, and then we caught him early. Like, just go home, man. Just go to sleep. And then 2 days after, he was a lot more chipper.
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah. 3 a.m. Jesus Christ.
I remember PJ Phil did that. Well, he did the opposite. Like he was like leaving that night, like after like a full day at con, and after what I assume was like just a full day of just nonstop. Substance use.
I'm assuming. Yeah, so like he had a couple day long substance abuse binge at the convention. I can neither confirm or deny.
So you know he didn't sleep much at all. He was just like, I'm gonna get home at like 5 a.m. I'm gonna get ready for for recording right after. It's like, fuck, man.
The Waves Fan Expo saves money. Yeah. On top of which, they also will have guests like do like a bunch of signatures as well. And I think they either sell or they as commitments to other people. They will give those. It's not a bad practice. Signatures. PJ Phil and Rec B. The man came in for free. He just got a flight and bed. And like a DM, and that's all he asked for. The man can do what the fuck he wants, man. On my opinion, like you can after your commitments are done, you can get as high as fucking kite for all I care. It's legal. You get high and naked as much as you freaking want wherever it's legal. I don't care. You're doing me a solid. Right?
We know he went there. I don't know how naked. You know what?
He went hell.
I wasn't there.
I can guarantee it.
I wasn't there.
I wasn't there either, but I can guarantee it. The man is not shy about his body, and nor should he.
Yeah, he had a good time, and then like, what's his name? Vidovic. He was just like, "You come to my restaurant now, and I'll give you anything you want." It's like he was set, man. He was set that whole day. And he used Spot Ball. I saw him. I'm pretty sure I made eye contact with him. I didn't realize it was actually him.
Masks, man.
kills me. Another thing was like I saw top of his head, and you know what I said? I said to myself, "Damn, that Jedi really looks like Appa from Kim's Convenience." And fuck, it was, and I'm angry. I'm angry I didn't. His ID showed him there. Yep. No, one of the people that do the Saber Guild practices, they got a picture with him. Like, son of
I can imagine you talking to yourself about that. Like, is that really looks like up? Am I being racist?
Am I just being...
Or is that just racist?
You know, the thought crossed my mind. Like, not every old bearded bald Asian man is gonna be Appa. This character gives me hope as a big Asian man. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. He's a good guy. Like, and again, it's just that whole thing. I had to stop things like, why would he be here? Like, he's filming Avatar. He's filming The Last Airbender for Netflix.
God, I hope that's okay.
Without the blessings of break.
I know, right?
I think wasn't there like there's like a small ball, but there's a bit of a not outrage scandal where like they try to cast from like First Nations as much as they could, or just like as incredible as a ethnically proper as possible.
Yeah.
And like one of the actors is actually not, like he lied or something.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe that just
Well,
might
I
be
mean,
idle
that's...
rumor.
Even if that was true, there's only so much that you can do in terms of like
No, he lied about
checking.
it. He straight up lied about
Yeah,
it. Right?
no, he lied about it. But like as a casting director, what are you gonna do? Like background check these people?
That's true.
I need to see your
Give me your Asian and Aboriginal card.
your
First Nations
status card.
please.
Yeah, that's the fucked up thing. Like, that's we're not joking. That's a real card. So show us your status card.
Well, that is true. It is a legitimate card.
It's an actual card, which is fucked up. It's fucked up that that's the thing, that you need a card to prove that you are authentically Aboriginal, because otherwise people are like, you don't deserve all this stuff. It's like, you kind of owe it to me. Like, I got an associate at my store. Wonderful guy. He's a giant nerd. He always wants to talk to me about Attack on Titan or streaming or computer parts and shit. And he's Nishka. So one day he just mentions, I got a check from the government of Canada for like this many dollars. I'm gonna use it for my computer. Like, I don't know why I get it. It's like, don't worry about it, man. I'm sure someone owes you. Someone in the past owes you. Don't question
Someone
it.
in the past.
I know Allie is actually Allie Morrison. Alison Morrison. We played with her a few times when we play Sea of Thieves. She's actually part native. First Nations. I don't know if it's Métis or natives. Or
could be Métis. Métis is the one because that's French mix.
Yes.
And that gets real complicated.
It's a very specific French mix, but it still Aboriginal status.
Yeah.
The Métis are just unique in that neither side acknowledges them, and so they just built their own community and society, and thus they are a unique culture. So they don't often like to be grouped together with either side because like they feel rejected by either side, right? So.
Métis mostly in Midwest. Yeah. Actually, that would make sense for Roger that you would have a cousin that's part Métis. That Winnipeg, Manitoba is the Red River, right? Is the Filipino stronghold of Canada, and there are a lot of Métis came from Manitoba. They make them there.
They make them? Don't say it like that.
How did I joke about that the last? Yeah, I mean, that's weird. And Vietnamese in Winnipeg. Oh, really? Oh, shit. But I mean, that's what they did, right? It's like the people were trying to come over for for their better lives, and it's like they just like, all right, we're gonna send you to this city or that city. And that's like why like all of my family, both sides, got their starts in Calgary. They came over. It's like we're sending you to Calgary to live there because.
George, I'm just watching George.
We don't have enough. Oh. We don't have enough of you there. I don't fucking know. I don't know how they decided these things.
I like how there's just this background show of
I'm just
George.
watching. He's like, whoa.
Winnipeg had the factory job.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. Ah, he's
so cute.
He's just living his best life. That's great. Yeah, so yeah, Avatar: Last Airbender. I hope it good.
Yeah.
That's I don't know. It's that whole thing when you hear that the creators is like, we had a falling out with this project. You're like, well, that sucks. And then you don't know what to do anymore. My dog is essentially a cat and a raccoon without the climbing skill. That's
So,
a pug.
lazy.
That's a pug, all right.
Yeah. I mean, they just sit there and eat and be fat and sassy. I know because I had 2 of them.
Yeah. So many pugs. I told you that pug got me in good with the family.
He just likes to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was like, I'm gonna let you sleep, and it's like nice.
He's like, good.
He's great.
Leave me alone.
He was great. I miss him, but he was cool.
Rest in pieces.
Yeah.
Pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. His remains went into the Fraser River. It happened. I was there. We sent him off on his Viking funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Pug Viking funeral.
Yeah. Just drove out there, and I was just like, how did a dog that big end up in a container this small? How did that happen? He's a big boy.
He's a big boy.
Like in pugs, like not big, but like for pugs.
He was obese. Like, let's just call it like a his.
He died happy and fat. You know
Yeah.
what?
Yeah.
And that's more than that. More
My
than
favorite is like, cause they have funny breathing sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's worse when they're like fucking obese as fuck, right?
It's
They
mostly
like
water.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But what made me laugh is I remember where we took him to the vet, and the nurse put him on a scale to like weigh him, and he was just kind of standing there, and she like they talk to the dogs, right?
Yeah.
So then she weighed him. And
Drugs,
what
not
the
drugs.
fuck? And then she looked at him and she was like, "You're obese. Do you know that?" And then he just looked at her and he went. He just like.
What? I can't believe it.
Just all of his like neck rolls, just like. That's all he does. I mean, that's all he can do.
No, I'll vouch, like, did he do the head tilt too?
Yeah, he did that, but he was just like.
Yeah. No, Roger used to make a lot of pug noises. I'll confirm these are pug noises.
Yeah. And then he snores.
Yeah.
Ouch.
I mean-
she's not wrong. She's not wrong, and I feel bad about
Yeah.
that. But damn,
Yeah.
minus snoring right now. Rocky. Rocky's a good champ.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, speaking of conventions, what other conventions are popping up soon?
Yeah.
Sean, because you're probably the only person who might know.
Well,
on
in
that
what,
front.
like 2 weeks, week and a half is Vancouver.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Vancouver.
Time to be moving.
I don't know what I'm doing because I don't have anything.
All the product, like our SoccerCon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Joyce and I have plans for SakuraCon. We already signed away, or we already committed to
When
sign
is
away
that?
our weekend to them. That is April 22nd. So that's it was a long weekend.
Local stuff, I don't know. Well,
You don't know.
Well, Vancouver is like in
Vancouver.
a week or 2.
You don't know what local stuff's going on.
GR,
That's
yeah,
insane.
definitely.
Yeah, for SakuraCon.
yeah.
But no, that was the low key. Like, do you know what's happening with AE? They've had 2 years to figure this shit out. I've heard
Yeah.
nothing.
Yep.
Not without obviously I haven't been like keeping my ears out. I just don't bother
VGRE?
asking.
What is that?
Oh, retro
Damn it.
gaming.
Yeah,
Oh!
They're doing it?
Damn. That involves touching stuff. Oh,
Yeah, 'cause that's
I
just like
mean,
sales.
that's not too hard. Like for the most part, you just have 2 people
Yeah.
somewhere close to each other,
Oh, yeah,
and
just wipe
then
the
you
shit down
just
after.
give themselves a distance, and you
Yeah.
wipe down they take their own controllers, so it's
Right.
pretty much
True.
it's totally fine, right?
Yeah, Vancouver next month in a couple weeks. Ash is gonna try to table a little
Well, because I signed up last minute because I completely forgot.
bit. Yeah.
So they filled up real fast. So they're like, we can only give you a Sunday table, but they have a night market on the Thursday night, and you literally just walk in, and I think it's like $20 or $30, and like, cause they have their thing goes on till like late at night, cause they have like raves and shit. So we did
Because
that
of
we did that
degenerates.
last time. We went
Yeah,
in
they
the
do.
evening, and
Yeah,
people
yeah.
bought stuff it was like late at night.
You know,
So-
say what you will. If there's one full proper truth, is furries got.
They
bank.
have money. I'm just gonna say it. They
Furries
have
got money.
Don't you like UV makeup as well?
Yeah, I have that.
Oh.
You
So, I
that
mean,
that'd
I
be
could bring
probably
that.
popular with them.
But the thing is, last time I had a whole bunch of like necklaces and chokers, and that's what they wanted, and I don't
Makes
have
sense.
it. But I could get
Yeah.
some last minute, but we'll see.
Furries like the chokers.
And the thing is, like, there was no table on Friday or Saturday, but I booked those off for work, and I'm like, you know what? I low-key, even if I can't table, I just want to sleep, so I might just take the break, to be honest, because...
Yeah.
Honestly, with the money you make from that one event,
And
even
I
the night one,
can
you could
probably get
take the
those
next
days
night.
paid anyway, so it's like, why not just sleep in?
Are they actually gonna
Are they gonna?
in July? Really?
I mean, I can imagine
I
them
would, yeah.
doing
Guess
so.
who's not
I think the
going to
biggest
that?
issue is that they usually have it in Canada Place, which is currently a temporary hospital, and I think they just
Still?
they wrapped that up a while ago, but it's also a vaccination center, and they just wrapped that up a couple days ago. So the vaccination center's wrapped up.
Yeah, our actually playing with the kids. Yeah. I mean, they can certainly try. They will
Who's
still,
gonna fucking stop them? You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
people will
I'm
still
sorry,
go.
like who's gonna stop them?
They will
There's
still
there's
go,
maybe
but-
two of them. I think like there's like a geek something, and then there's a Sailor Moon event.
Yeah, I don't even know if those are those actually happening?
I don't imagine why they
Because
wouldn't
they're smaller,
try.
right?
It's planned
They're
for the
smaller and
convention
they're non-profit, which means they don't have to worry about too much about having the bottom line like hitting profits.
center. I would go to Attack X, but I'm getting married, so no.
Yeah, I guess who's not going. Spoiler alert! All like 4 of us.
It's just like the only at this point. It's just like how
I'll save my
far-
money and go to Emerald City. Thanks.
Yeah, I'd rather go. I would rather leave the
Yeah.
city and go somewhere else.
Yeah, no. We can. I think we can honestly and genuinely say, fuck those guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like clip it, and we will
No, I
repost
don't
it.
care. You know what was really funny
Take it back.
today as well? I was thinking, just thinking about
Mm.
this AR shit, and I don't even care how this sounds. Like
same.
when I was walking around shopping at the artist alley and stuff, I walked by this table and I remembered they were one of the artists that were like talking shit about
Yeah.
us, and one of them specifically said that like we deserved what happened like with the artist stuff. And I walked by, what was going on with their table? It was slow as fuck. That's what was going on.
Maybe they deserve it.
Yeah, maybe they deserve that, but I was just like, they had nothing going on. Everybody walked by their table.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, isn't that fucking funny?
Yeah.
So every time I see that, I'm like, yeah, no, you deserve that.
What were they selling? Was it just prints?
Yeah, it was art, like prints and keychains and stuff, but I was like, well, that's not my problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, SakuraCon and PAX seems like a good idea, seeing that
that's
it's been quite a long break between it, and with the uptick in people going to conventions, PAX
Yeah.
might just become super,
Commerce.
super cool again.
Hey, John.
So I might try for
Hello, hello.
PAX.
Give the people
it'll-
what they want. Bread and circus.
Well, I wanted to do PAX, but we actually have a wedding to go to.
Yeah,
Literally the day before PAX.
Yeah.
And I think that's gonna be a lot of.
So.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard. So we might skip one more
Yeah.
and then go back.
I mean, like we weren't missing much the last few PAX. Honestly,
Yeah.
I probably could have done without. Which
Yeah.
means, like, depending on how things go, maybe if work will let me go,
Yeah.
I might do it for work.
Yeah. I know, like, we follow each other. Hikari Kenzaki, also on Twitch. They went to PAX because they're local Seattle people, and they were saying, it was pretty good. Like, everyone was very respectful. Everyone was very responsible, keeping their distances and stuff. So it's like good. Like, obviously not nearly as busy as it usually would be, but yeah, he was like, yeah, they did okay.
I know they closed down Texas PAX and
Yeah.
Australia. I don't know if it's permanent.
I feel like
Houston-
Texas, they straight up were just like,
No,
"Wa-"
they can't. They're done with the Texas one.
Yeah, they were like, Texas is like, while y'all are wilding, we're
Bye.
done with you guys.
Bye.
Y'all are
Bye.
ridiculous, and we're done with you. It's like, oh shit. And
I mean, the first conventions to open up again were like Florida and Texas. So
It's the more responsible part of Washington State, so I could imagine be safer. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like the whole, like, I suspect, like, the thing is, that part of Washington State, like Seattle area, like, that's the heavy population density area. So, you know, there are a lot more cases. So, of course, people are going to try to be a lot harder about the rules and restrictions. So, when you make this a statewide thing, as opposed to Eastern Idaho, also known as Spokane.
Oh, no. Let's not start with that.
No, because the bottom line, we all talk about the same person there.
I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So,
oh, boy.
man. But yeah, so I get it. So you go statewide, and a very different situation in Seattle compared to Spokane. So when you bring in the rules that are to keep everyone safe, which is like you got to go as hard enough that Seattle benefits from it, so the rest of the country, well, maybe we want to go to school still. Maybe we want to be able to go to work. I just hope Canada runs the stupid test requirements by April. I know they have rolled
It's
back
not PCR anymore.
Yeah, no more PCR.
Yeah. I don't mind still needing to do rapid testing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm just glad it's not a PCR test anymore. Like, one, for the cost, and two, for the, like what, 24-hour wait time on that
Yeah.
to get your results? I'm like, fuck.
It's like you need everything to be running on full cylinder, and one part of that machine fucks up, and it's like, all right, I guess I hope you have him another week to kill.
Yeah.
Macklemore did shoot downtown in Spokane. Oh, did he actually? Of course he did.
Oh, Lord.
Gross. Australia was delayed because they had crazy COVID rules. Yeah, in Australia, but also people in Australia are having a pretty good time. At least COVID-wise, for the most part. With our PM, I think we had bigger problems. Yeah, that's true. I mean, that said, like Ottawa's clearing up real fast right now. It's kind of hilarious.
Like 191 arrests or something already.
So many.
That's
And
fine.
they've upheld the Emergency Act with the NDP basically going with the Liberals on this one.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
They were just like, no, it's completely valid that these things are happening. So fuck you, PQ and conservatives.
Make sure.
And of course, as per usual, the PQ and the conservatives are just like, you guys are radical leftists trying to ruin our country by taking away our freedoms.
I saw one account that I thought was hilarious. Let me laugh. They were serious. Let me laugh harder. The part that made me laugh was so one of the major organizers. Well, this isn't about cons at all. I mean, this is truck con.
I mean,
Truck
on-
con?
on
What the fuck?
the
That's what it was. It
situation
was a truck
affects
con.
our conventions. That's the
what
problem,
it was.
right?
That's what they try to do.
Fucking
They just like
truck
have
con.
tailgates and shit. But one of the organizers was like a woman from Alberta, like part of like the Maverick Party, which is like the ultra right party of Canada that doesn't get any seats. And it's kind of on one hand, it's kind of awesome that they exist because they're siphoning off votes from the Conservative Party. So let's see how you split the Conservative vote, bitches. But she was arrested and charged for all this shit in Ottawa right now.
Yeah.
And her husband apparently is on record as basically being like, no, I do believe that protest and all that stuff is a First Amendment right.
Okay.
And the Canadian police look at them and go, what First Amendment right? And you go, ooh. Just a reminder, everybody, we have a Charter of Rights and Freedoms. We do not have a Bill of Rights. We do not have amendments
That's
to
some
a Bill
cringe
of
right
Rights.
there.
We are a different country.
Entirely different country with entirely different rule set.
The worst, the thing that makes me laugh, if you any of these truckers on fucking TikTok, the songs that they're using, like the sound bites they're using for their TikToks, I laugh so hard. Like they're using that song by like Eminem, like I forget the name of it, but it's the one about like taking a stand and not backing down or whatever.
Take a stand.
Yeah, take
I'm
a
not
stand.
afraid.
They're using that, and then like they'll write like, oh wow, like I'm so proud of our country. Look at us coming together. And there's some other like weird like cowboy rap song or something. It's like it's the weirdest shit.
Yeah.
Like I was just
So Paul, the First Amendment is the American First Amendment to their Bill of Rights, which is the freedom of speech. I couldn't tell you too much about that. John, if you got energy to feel free to.
if you have the
If
energy.
you have the brain energy to do so. We apparently have freedom of expression in our Constitution. Our Constitution?
Bill of Rights.
Probably in our rights and freedoms. We have freedom of expression as long as it is not hate. In which case, then fuck y'all's. That is.
And to be fair, they're kind of like guidelines. I don't think it's actually properly ratified. No one just no one's bothered to go against it and say like, well, if it isn't ratified, it should be upheld. It's more like it's more like a guidelines. Like if you can work yourself around it, and you can pass it, they'll accept it.
Actually, Roger makes a good point. Actually, the Canadian rights is kind of wild. Like it all comes from either the Charter of Bill of Rights, which is like the very Canadian thing, and the Magna Carta, like the 1,000, like the 900-year-old British fucking thing. Like it comes out of that. It's like oof. I like most Americans. I don't know the whole thing. Yeah. My favorite is the Apology Act of 2008. Is that the one I think it is? 2008 sounds about right. I don't remember. Was that the head tax one? I hope so. That was a fun one.
I think in Canada we also have a specific clause that says if you say I'm sorry or like in an incident, an accident or some kind of like you bump into someone's car and you ding them and you say hey I'm sorry about hitting your car. In America that's an admission of guilt. But Canada, it is basically, we always say we're sorry about things that have nothing to do with us. So they have, basically, it's just like, you cannot say that if someone says, oh, I'm sorry for your car, or sorry if I do this, sorry if I do that, it is not an admission of guilt. It's just Canada.
Yeah.
So, we all say, I'm sorry, right? No matter what.
Yeah, so that's what Roger's saying, yes. Like, saying sorry is not an admission of guilt, but it's a statement of regret and empathy. Painless, hey, it was a ruling that apology is no longer an admission of guilt. This is why did I am bad that I don't know this better. But thank you, Painless. Thank you, Roger, for filling me.
For fact checking for us, so we're not completely talking out of our asses right now.
Yeah, Second Amendment,
but like even our vaguest interpretation of the law feels a lot better than most of theirs. It seems.
Sometimes saying sorry is enough to end conflict.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
I literally try to teach that lesson at work so much. It's like don't start off just saying sorry that this happened, even if it's not our fault, even if it's just they had a bad time or they fucked up. Just say, oh, I'm sorry that happened, and then already they're like, okay.
Yeah.
You start on a very
automatically. Nice, everything gets met. Third Amendment.
Empathetic platform, right?
What is this? What is this panel? Like, what are we doing here?
Right, we just deviated completely from conventions. Let's digress here. The reason why we don't like convoys is not only are they just stupid, but they also block us from doing things that we want to do, which is kind of going against the whole freedom aspect of it. They block the borders. If they were to block the borders while we were to go down, we wouldn't be able to go to SakuraCon or Los Angeles or other conventions. So don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
Oh. It's like Fifth Amendment protection from self-government. I know that one because all those documentaries are always people in courts being like, I plead the Fifth Amendment.
It's like, fuck off.
Yeah. I don't want to say anything to you because that will get me in trouble. Like, that's wild. No clue, lol. I know Steve Hofstetter, who is also someone that John from Tennessee loves. This, like all either all amendments are sacred or none of them are. It's the 14th Amendment. It's like the right to blah blah blah, or not. Who knows? Section A of the Canadian Charter. Damn. Emancipation Proclamation. Oh, that's the 14th. Oh, that's an important one. That is an important one. Actually, on the subject of fact checking, I do need to go back. So apparently, Sharon J. Zhao was walking around as Wonder Woman today.
Yeah.
Neat.
It's like fuck. That would have been nice to talk to them again. And I need to get back on that because I'm pretty confident. The last time we had this chat, and I was gushing and raving about how I met Sharon J. Zhao for a hot second at con. I'm pretty sure I misgendered them, and I fucked up. So, they, them. They, them.
Yeah.
I fucked up. Like, literally the next day, I was like, how are they doing on Twitter? And it's just, everyone stop fucking misgendering me. It's like,
oops.
Yeah,
Big oops.
They had a fight with some crazy people on Twitter. But anyways.
I was like, felt bad, man, felt bad. But no, so they cool. But they were actually like, yeah, come find me at con. I'll give you free bookmarks of my books. Like, that would've been cool.
Yeah.
Neat.
That would've been cool.
Fred is like, I'm just settling in.
I'm sorry, son.
The new bag.
Look at his face. He looks so grumpy.
Yeah, the bag that doesn't have a smell on it, so he's just like, gotta fucking deal.
Fred.
Deal with it.
Is
He
this
does look real.
Fred.
He's
Like an
straight up
underrated
Tubbs from that Nekoatsume game.
Yeah. Oh, fucking Tubbs.
Like that throwaway line from Table Read that they kept in the movie. Yeah, I know very little of my own government. They got 80% on social test. I mean, but keep in mind, Roger, like you were studying it at the time. Like you
Yeah.
probably knew it better than you think at the time. And once the task is done, then it's gone. And that's just how brains work. It's
If
like
it's not relevant, then I don't care.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like when you have that customer that comes back the next day and they're just like, hey, you helped me with this day with this thing and something didn't work out right, and like, don't you remember this was just yesterday? And I was like, I helped so many people yesterday.
I go through a lot of people, my dude. Like, it's
Yeah.
just not it's not feasible for me to remember every single person here,
Let's see, I couldn't
unless I'm a
remember.
robot, in which case, you know.
We have a couple of people like that at work, like that come in, fairly regularly fairly regularly. And they're so offended when we don't remember them. I'm like, do you see my wall of
People.
Like,
I'm always
Oh,
pleasantly
I never said
surprised
that
if I
thing
like
about
walk
people.
into any type of like store or something and they recognize me. I feel like, oh, okay, cool. I'm a regular here now. I feel happy about it. But I've never expect them to remember who I am.
yeah. Like on the one hand, it's like, oh, neat, you remember me. On the other hand, what did I do to make you remember me?
Yeah.
Are you following me? Oh, speaking of, are you following me today? When I was at doing signatures and autographs, doing guest handling, a certain somebody bumped into me at the table. Of course, a lot of other people bumped into me before, but this one I was not expecting. Mr. Vacation bumped into me, and if you don't know who that is, he is the last guy the last person that won a walk-off that we held pre-pandemic. Pre-pandemic. So he walked up to me in a mask, and I thought I kind of knew who he was, but he came up to me real cheerful, like with his friends, and was like, "Hey, it's Amon," and I just looked at him. I'm just like, that I haven't been called that, and don't remember that. I don't remember being called that name for a long time. And I looked at him. I'm like, "How do you know that?" I was like this. Well, I had a mask on, right?
Yeah.
I was smiling. I was like, and then immediately my face was like,
Who told you that?
how do you know that? Like, who are you? How do you know that? Who sent you? And it's like, oh yeah, like, I watch you in Walk Off all the time. And I'm like, oh, well, that's a way back when. And I'm like, are you? And I'm like, Mr. Vacation? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my god. And like, because he's just hilarious. So good. He brought tears to this old weeb's eyes when he was just like, yeah, I won walk off and I learned it just by watching you when you did all your walk off stuff, and I'm just like,
Your number one fan.
Yeah,
my number one fan, Mr. Vacation.
I mean, these were the years where things were kind of weird, but like, just the man did not do a single wrong thing at that event. Like, he knew to be funny. He knew, just entertain the crowd. Just have a good time. Don't try to impress anyone.
I'm gonna assume he didn't dab like an idiot.
He didn't dab like, no, he literally just came out just a fucking selfie stick, just getting selfies with like everyone all around.
Right?
It was fucking great. And just every time he just opened his mouth, because he put on the voice, and he actually. What was his normal speaking voice like? Was it like the vacationer voice, or was it
like a Minnesota voice, just like, oh yeah, just walking around. Oh, like even like a very Canadian, like Midwestern Canadian voice.
Hi, George.
But that's not his normal voice, is it?
No, it is not.
Yeah.
It is
So
not
yeah,
a
so
normal voice.
all he did was just put on the voice, put on the persona, and just like, do you have anything to say to your opponent? And just like he would just say damn near anything. It was like, that was fucking funny.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you just want to have a couple photos out here. It's a real nice place you got, or something like that, right?
Stuff like
And
that.
it's just like he didn't know where he was, right?
He didn't. Yeah, he was long gone. He was like, we had to find him later.
Yeah. Afterwards,
That kind of,
yeah. Oh my god.
That kind of reminds me of how we met, how I met Lancer in real life.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know how Lancer looked like, right? I've never seen him before in my life, and I remember Minikami. I'm just by myself at my table, and this guy just comes up to me, and he smiles, and he's like, "Hey," and just stays there, and I'm like, "Hi, can I help you?" And he's just like, "How's it going?" Like as if I would like recognize him. He's like, "How? Oh my god, how are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm fine. How are you doing?" And then he just he's like, "Do you need anything?" Because he was staff. And I'm like, no, I'm good, sir. Bye. And then like when you guys showed up, it was like, hey, that's Lancer. I'm like, that's Lancer? I just met Lancer. Why didn't he tell me like, hey, I'm Lancer? He didn't say anything.
I think you guys ran on the assumption that you knew him.
I never seen him before in my life.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, that's fucking Lancer.
Like, I won't lie. You go first, Rose. You go first.
Yeah, no, it's just like I've been told that we've met before.
Oh.
But I cannot for the life of me remember when that first time ever happened.
Yeah.
If you watch this,
We
if you're watching
tend to,
this
like-
answer, I remember what you look like.
It's just like we tend to always run in the same similar circles.
Yeah.
It's like how like I will have people on my Facebook feed that I see all the fucking time, and then I realize one day I've never friended them.
Yeah.
We're not, or like the way Crystal and I
Yeah.
Yeah.
have like we've had similar friends.
Crystal and Ash.
Yeah.
Because there's a photo.
Okay, yeah, but see, I'm aware of Ash.
Okay.
I was
Yeah,
not
we
aware
went
of
to school
Crystal.
together. You better.
Yeah. Right? But we had photos from like 10 years ago. And I was like, we've been mingling in the same circles for this long, and how did we not, like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
Connect,
entire time?
yeah.
It's the damnedest things. Yeah, it's like I got a fucking Sword Art picture with May, and it's just like,
Oh, yeah.
where's May?
You know, that photo has one guy that nobody knows who it is. He just snuck in that photo. And we were like, I thought he was with you!
I thought he was with you!
That's conventions for you.
Like,
Just like,
no.
this guy was you. Like, no, he just came into our photo together.
I should
What
double
the
check
fuck?
the picture.
Like, look
Yeah.
at this fucking dude, man.
But no, Lancer, like,
So good.
at some point when I saw like certain people liking things on Facebook, like when we were sharing shit, like DPS shit,
Yeah.
and then on Twitter he was like adding us with stuff, and it's just like I'm just putting together like the initials, this on Facebook, this person's got the same names, like, and I look at it, I was like, who's this person? And I was like, okay, I do recognize that face from the cons. Okay, I do know this guy. Yeah, he knows those dudes. Long time. I was like, Lancer, sup? If you see this. And I spend the next like 3 years being like, I am 95% sure I know who you are.
You're like, that has to be
And then I identified you on Facebook. Even there was actually without saying too much if false here, I know there was a day after a stream we were talking, and then Paul was having a rough day, and I remember just like him, like me, Lancer, and like even fucking Jar, who I haven't seen in quite a while. We stuck around after the stream was done. We were just chatting in the chat, just you know, trying to help a brother out. And I remember dropping Lancer's name, like actual name, at him, just like shot in the dark. I'm pretty sure this is right. Boom. And he kind of smirks. He's like, like so you did know that or something. I don't remember.
He's been
Naruhodo.
And then even after that, I was still not 100%. It's like, was that right? Like, I think so.
It's just so funny.
It's super funny.
When you like see like viewers and I'm like in person, I'm like, oh, yeah.
I know you.
There are some people that like I will forever associate with their screen name,
Yeah.
and then like when their real names get mentioned, I'm like, it's just like short circuits in my head. I'm like, who?
Who this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
You
that
have a
happened
real
to
name?
some of Colston's friends, I believe, or they just came through from Colston,
Yeah.
that they come and stream now and then, like you'll recognize the name, and I'm like, oh, hello. And then I think it was like the FF event we went to, the FF7 event, and then like, oh, this is this guy. I'm like, oh, I recognize that username. It's like, oh, that's him. I'm like, oh, I didn't know.
That was a huge problem from the old days. Yeah, like because you guys didn't know John back in the theotaku.com days. You know, like I knew him as Schultzy, which is his thing, and that's why now I just he's just John from Tennessee.
Yeah.
This is the easiest reference for you guys, John from Tennessee, the truck driver. But no, yeah, a lot of those guys. I think I know some of their names now. But no, yeah, just funny things. Because you just knew everyone by screen names, and now it's like, you know, one of them is a fucking published author. It's like you are no longer just Nightbeck. You're actually Rebecca Mahoney. Like authentic young adult YA author of The Valley and the Flood. Available now on Penguin Publishing.
Oh my god.
Already writing your second book. That's what I wanted to do. She actually did it. Rebecca, if you ever see this, I'm proud of you.
You did it.
I was clip out tweeted at her. It's like, Rebecca, I'm proud of you. Just if the OP ever came up to drop it and meet, I DM you on Facebook, Discord, something, and asked if you'd like to meet and greet.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Bad the Flood was good. Oh, you like? Yeah, John got it.
Yeah.
See, that's what
we'll,
you do.
We'll meet Paul one day.
That's what you do. You support your friends in their art. Buy the book.
I'd rather Paul come here because I ain't going over to Spiderland. I'm not going over to Spooderland.
Unless Australia suffers a devastating, like, continent-wide wildfire that eliminates all spider life, not happening.
Well, I mean, there was essentially a half continent-wide fire.
There was.
Yeah, you know what that's called? A half measure, Joyce. Fuck that.
Oh my god.
The spiders are still there. You know what? I think they're thriving more after the fire.
Yeah, same, John. As soon as it was up, I pre-ordered. And that's when it got stressful because it arrived right as we were moving, so actually had to pick it up from the old building.
Yes.
Before we lost full control over everything. So yeah. The Valley and the Flood by Rebecca Mahoney. It's backwards because we're on Discord. Discord doesn't know how to
read
not.
it.
I should. Literally a year just chilling on the thing.
Yeah.
It's like, I will buy this book. I will give you my number, my money.
My cash
like...
numbers, that would be money. Yeah.
I love you, Ash.
Yeah.
Whoops. But no, I'm gonna support the friend. I'm gonna throw money at her. I'm so busy though. It is a young adult novel. It shouldn't be that bad. Oh, that's big text.
Yeah. The thing is, Paul, like, of course, I know how you look like, obviously, right? And like, so I'd be like, oh, hey, what's up? But like, I literally was like, who is this random person? He's just so like.
Well, if I saw Ashley doing a stall, I might.
He's like real, like he's real familiar with me, and I have no idea.
Well, because he was smiling and looking at me, and like as if it's like, oh, you know who I am. I'm like, no, I don't. I have no idea who you are. Tell me who you are.
Yeah. So we know. At that point, it was like, oh yeah, like yeah, we'll probably like, are you gonna be in stream later tonight? We asked him, like, oh, we'll see. I'm really busy. Okay. But last one has always been cool that he just drops in and literally he'll be doing his own damn work, but he'll just leave it in the background. And if I myself slow down reading next book, I want to soak it in. Yeah. No, yeah. She does some good work, and there was like a Twitter poll competition. It was like, oh, what was your favorite young adult book of this year? I just always like, fucking just stack it, stack the votes. Becky gets all the votes.
Oh yeah, another funny meetup was when we met Jamil.
Oh.
Yeah.
It was like just
Everyone was shorter than
this
me.
brown guy standing there, and everyone's like, "Who's this guy?" It's Jamil. Oh shit!
Everyone's so small.
Yeah,
just like,
yeah. When he saw me,
tiny.
he's like, "Whoa, you're so small," and I'm like, "Shut up."
Yes, I know.
Yeah, everyone's
Like,
taller than
hack
me.
at his, he just hack at his knees. Like, ah! Yeah,
Get
up, get up.
The only reason before this because of a flu. Yeah, I get it, man. Speaking of long voice, I had a laugh at Connie. So during the photo op with that we were doing the meetup for the Star Wars photos, on the other side of that photo wall was like the Harry Potter's like sorting hat shit that was going on, and I remember holding a pose, and I just heard that I don't know if it was a person on a microphone or if it was like some sort of crazy like toy or AI or something. It was probably just a dude off site with a microphone. And I just hear the hat go, I think you'll be Hufflepuff. And I remember in my phone's like, oh, you poor bastard. Oh. And then the girl next to me is like, hey, I'm a Hufflepuff. I was like, okay, fair enough.
I think the
Respect.
the negative connotations that come with the Hufflepuff have kind of like slowly dissipated.
Yeah, no, they
with the ready appearance that you know, none of the fucking houses really fucking matter. You know? They're just
that
like
too.
You can't like Slytherins are ambitious and evil, and all the Gryffindors are just heroes in disguise, just great heroes, and Ravenclaws are just stupid smart. But you realize they're like a bunch of dumb fucking Gryffindors and a hell of a lot of unambitious Slytherins, right?
Oh,
so you're just
man.
like, I see these houses are garbage. And so the Hufflepuffs are like, technically, we are the only house that kind of keeps to our to our commitment of just being good all around people, because it's not hard to do that.
Apparently, it's not hard to be good people. Apparently, actually, it's a fucking
So
skill.
really, the Sorting Hat is just putting all the people with the worst traits in other houses and leaving the normal people in nice people in Hufflepuff.
Well, just like an entire like school of just echo chambers. That is a terrible, awful idea.
Well, actually, yeah, it's the whole point. Everyone's now when they're growing up realize it's a terrible way to divvy up your student body into like basically like groups that are just like
That's insane with Rock City Boy, the girl.
What's the word I'm looking for? Just
echo
sorting your houses out based on like traits and like even like ethnic traits. Like, is there any one Slytherin that's like that's mixed blood, like mixed race? I don't like Muggle to Muggle magic, but like I don't think there is. Right? So why would you do that? Like, why would the Sorting Hat be like, that's cool? Let's have all the racists be racists. You know, just like so yeah. We shit on Hufflepuffs, but they're really like the honest people. That's why they got the Badger, man. Badgers don't give a fuck. They just do.
Honey badgers don't give a shit.
Yeah. Zubedea Khan.
What is everybody here? I know James is Gryffindor.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
I slipped from Gryffindor to Slytherin pretty fucking fast one year. So
No, I'm pure Slytherin.
yeah.
I think I'm Ravenclaw.
I don't know. I don't have my my keys with me, but even Deborah gave me a couple of Slytherin stuff. Unfortunately, one of the keychains broke, and that's like the Slytherin green tie. That broke off, so I only found a piece of it. And then she also gave me the mark. Was it the Death Eater mark? And I'm just like, fair.
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 Oh,
Fair's fair.
My favorite Harry Potter house trope is, or like the meme is the lightsaber knife. Yeah, like the knife that heats up and you cut through the bread and it toasts. And someone's like, and someone would be like, oh man, that would be such an amazing weapon. And the next person replies to it is like, no, it wouldn't be that good because it would just cauterize the wound. It wouldn't be that useful. And the next comment is like, unless you are using it to get information. And then reply, and I was like, you can see immediately in this thread is the Gryffindor, the Ravenclaw, and the Slytherin. And everyone's like, oh my god, why is everyone being so violent? Why couldn't you just enjoy having toast? Ah, there's the Hufflepuff.
Yup. Did any of y'all do that Patronus?
Yeah, why would you
thing?
stab someone? You can have toast. That's what it was.
All these ones that come from like the Harry Potter website, right? Like you can do that. You can find your house and your Patronus.
Oh yeah, they do the website to determine that.
That was so funny because you got the like thing that everybody wants, like all the edgy people want.
I'm so edgy, guys.
Yeah, James got a wolf.
I got a Saint Bernard.
Yeah.
Yo.
And I was like, yeah, it's so great. Doggo.
What did you get?
I got an eagle. And I was like, that's cool. And then I got jealous of all the people that got the bats. And I was like, how dare you? I mean, I know an eagle is super cool, but I'm like, but bat.
Nice.
One of my friends got a fucking like fly or dragonfly, so everyone started laughing at him. It's like, you're a
Fuck
fly.
you! There's the most agile animals.
He's so happy, and he also wants to be a bat.
And a buzzard as your Patronus.
Grogu's the Patronus.
Yeah.
Grogu Patronus just walks around just like,
Oh, you got a buzzard? Yo.
Cool.
They really went gave a lot of selection of animals then.
Mm-hmm.
Buzzard. That means that, you know what that means, John? It means you don't work hard. It means you work smart.
Yes.
That's what buzzard is. I have 2 Grogu. I'm selling one on Craigslist.
What? What's like a Grogu on Craigslist?
You would sell a
How
Grogu.
dare you sell a Grogu? That's
Roger,
like a
you would
sin.
sell a Grogu. You would sell a Grogu.
Now he's mad.
Why would you sell Grogu?
How dare you?
How dare.
How dare you?
Makes the Ravenclaw make more sense than... Actually, yeah, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, like have you ever gone up to Grouse Mountain?
Oh,
like,
it's
the park
the
there?
double. That's why. That's acceptable.
Because I have 2 of the same. Yeah, I guess.
That's fine.
Yes.
one
Someone help
Grogu
me come
will
up with
still
a
be
name for
fair.
this one.
Yeah, I don't know what to name him.
You need a little yogurt from Spaceballs to go with your children. That'd be fun. Mel Brooks. Man, that movie's so much funnier now that you get older. Like the fucking the the bit's like, oh great, that's just what we need, a Druish princess. It's like funny, she doesn't look Druish. And then later it's like we're gonna give her back her original nose. It's like, yo.
Okay, wow, jeez, I see where this is going.
It's Mel Brooks though.
It's Mel Brooks. He gets
a pass on being same kind.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was like,
the entire
continue your sentence.
No, the entire character is just him doing the Yiddish yogurt. Wow, is that what it says? Like, no, I was just clearing my throat. Go on his birthday gift, got permission from the giver since she saw the first one. So okay, Mel Brooks always got it passed.
I like seeing George just posing there. Look at it. George. Look at his look. It's like, yes, he's a prince.
Merchandising.
George.
May the Schwartz be with you. Spaceballs of flamethrower. I've seen a couple of good Spaceball cosplays in my time. Like, people do a lot of Spaceballs cosplay. I've seen a dot, and that was wild. I've seen a couple barfs. Yeah, no, people do it pretty regularly. It's a solid one. Speaking of merch, where is the DPS merch?
Well, you have to plan it.
We dipped back down to $999 for a while, so I guess we have to do
So
more.
that went into the delay.
Yeah, we're back at 1,001.
The stars, the stars aren't.
Not
Can't do it.
Well, we have to. I think we had comments, but I think we should probably put an actual poll.
Yeah.
Right, and then maybe just start from there. But I'm gonna assume I don't know, stickers and shirts,
Yeah,
going
stickers
small
is probably
first. Yeah. Oh god.
A Star Wars bot from Wish.com.
That's basically what Spaceballs is. Yeah.
I know.
Spaceballs is just Wish. It's just Wish Star Wars.
He has he's out of line, but he has a point.
You.
No, that's what I mean. Yikes.
God, how could you say something so? What was it?
So controversial and yet so right.
Yes.
Do the pencils. You idiots! You caught their stuffed doubles.
The meta.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, stickers would probably be the easiest thing.
I know that's what Linda did. Stickers of her actual emotes.
Yeah.
Would be cute. Because we already have them. We literally just have to put those
Blow them
stickers.
up, print them, and send them out.
Yeah.
We have the power. So
I don't know about the T-shirt though. How do we want to do T-shirts? Do you just want to do the DPS logo?
Yeah,
Like a
or
team?
maybe ask what people want, right? Because they're the ones buying it. So what do you want? Pictures like I don't know, little drawings of us. Did you want a quote? Did you want?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the guy in the desert says, "We ain't found shit."
I still want the idea, even though no one's gonna buy it, of mainly Coulson quotes. But we need to have a Monster Hunter one that says "We are Monster."
Yeah, monster.
We are monster.
We are
And
Monster.
it's just us and little little chibi derps.
Yeah.
You guys
I
like
think
to do
it'd be
something
cute
hunters.
to have us in our Monster Hunter armor and doing something stupid on it, a cute animation thingy.
Yeah.
It's just us just beating up on the what is it? The Summers.
Oh yeah.
Cthulhu?
Yeah, he's the Kulu, right?
Or was it the Tsitsi?
No, that's fuck.
No, it's the
Yeah.
Kulu. Yeah,
the
Tsitsi's
Kulu.
the Flasher.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the stupid combination that I've ever heard in my life. It's the kind of thing anyone would have on
Do you
his
guys
luggage.
want our faces on wearable merch? Not really. So stickers it is.
Not my actual. I mean, that cartoon face is fantastic.
Yeah, the cartoon.
I've gotten multiple birthday cakes with that face on this point, which is kind of wild.
And then what else is there? There's also a few things. I think that's I don't know, the whole hard ore softball
Oh, the weave
one.
shirts?
Yeah, I might get that done separately with
Yeah.
through a friend of mine, and then we
Yeah.
can just push it. We can just push it to the channel and see how that
Yeah,
works.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I might collab elsewhere. But I definitely would like to see maybe that come up,
Yeah.
or just have the We Are Monsters, just have chibi versions of ourselves in
Yeah.
our Monster Hunter outfits beating up a Kulu.
Yeah. No, that'd be pretty fun. I just realized we got something. What merch could we turn squats into that we could put squats on? What would make sense?
You definitely would want like sweatpants or like
Right, just a towel, just like a workout towel that says squats.
yeah.
Like 10 squats. No one replies. No one.
No.
No.
Yeah.
It has to have like specific artwork or something
Yeah.
that's a reference to something maybe.
Yeah. Whoa. We can commission Molly to get a kaishimashama.
Oh my god.
Right.
Kaishimashama. Water bottle.
The water
Yeah.
bottle. I have one.
Yeah, yeah.
I
you
have a
one. It's
branded water bottle.
amazing.
I have the only branded water bottle in freaking existence, thanks to Morgan, by the way.
Oh yeah, we hung out with Groknar. We hung out with him for dinner tonight. We got Jinja. We got Jinja ramen, and we
So
ate
good.
all of
And
their
we
garlic.
didn't stream during it, but we were just busy talking about stuff.
Yeah, just
A little
it was that moment when you had just like 5 people, but 3 especially hyperactive people who just have wanted to talk about nerd shit with people in person for months and months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a little faded because it's from washing, but
Yeah, no, it'd be like that. No, shit like that would be kind of cool.
I mean that's basic. It's just a sticker. I mean, you just,
That's just
Yeah.
a sticker that's
Yeah,
been-
they
At
would
which
print
point-
it on or put it,
Yeah.
stick it on. So
yeah.
So at that point, just like even stickers aren't too bad.
Yeah.
water bottles would make sense though.
Yeah.
Anyone would
On
use
the
it.
back,
hydrate.
hydrate.
And on the,
Yeah,
on the side it says
hydrate.
hydrate 100 points.
Yeah.
That'd be cute.
Yeah.
We'll bounce more ideas around. If you haven't joined our Discord already, that's
Yeah.
probably the best place to put your
Yeah.
suggestions.
Yeah,
Let us know.
Hell,
We
put it
can
in the
make
suggestion box. Let us know.
There is a suggestion box.
Yeah,
There is a
maybe we
suggestion-
should be like, hey, like, just put it in there right now.
Yeah, put it in. Suddenly made
Put
no
it in
one's
the
like, yeah,
box.
put it in. Oh, make no one. But there was a little girl cosplaying Fennec at the con, and like she was fantastic, and just like I should have done it. I tried to try to get a picture with her, but just just fantastic little cosplay. Like the helmet was spot on, and even when the helmet was off, it was like the hair was like
Aw.
spot on. It was like damn. So that was good. There was also
So a little bit of a side here. I just want to talk about the Fan Expo convention again. It's just there are people at cons that don't understand how to respect the operations of the convention, and so I don't know. That's probably not going to be that bad, but there was an incident where a gentleman was posing as a janitor.
Was
And-
what?
Posed as a janitor and tried to enter the back twice.
Oh
Like,
What?
they didn't, yeah, just some dude pretending to be a janitor. Like the guy was, I don't know if it was
Was
for
he
like,
dressed like one?
yeah, I think so, yeah. And then you would just, I don't want to say it's like a YouTube prank or, you know
Okay.
what I mean? Like those, yeah, but I heard that person like twice ended up trying to get into the back and they caught him both times and they
That's
were like,
so
"You need to
weird.
Yeah,
Wow.
and then so that was some of the more weirder stuff that happened at
What
con
the fuck?
this time around. What other? There was like another one where like this guy was like really coming on hard to like some of the staff and some of the guests, like, and was like, very much stepping over the line. Like, I think one of them was like got that person on IG. And
Ooh.
just started sending them very inappropriate DMs.
Oh no.
And I've heard that this person will also like take like if you if we need you for a shift later, like for like staff or something or like volunteers, just put your number here and I'll just take this number and like call you. And then that person would go in and just take all the girls. The women numbers and like start messaging them, which is deeply inappropriate.
The fuck?
Yeah, I'm not blaming the convention. They knew exactly what happened and they immediately moved to stop it. But like just the weirdest persons that you will find at conventions. That is a hard reminder that conventions are weird.
Yeah, and then the
People
guy
are
with the no
weird.
shirt, like trying to ask Carlin to go to the fucking Roxy.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
no.
I can see why he thought she was being flirty, but not realizing that she's always kind of that way and not serious, right? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
she's just
but-
there to be like, and
Yeah.
he took it like he was hot shit and didn't seem to read
Yeah.
the room. Like if you spent any amount of time with her, you realize that's just how she is.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah,
She's
yeah.
just a super energetic kind of person, and he was just like, I have a golden penis or something. Just like,
I
Well, I mean,
clearly
he's
have a
walking around
you
chance.
with
see,
no
I have no
shirt.
shirt on. I am comfortable with me being shirtless, but
It's like
I
you
am
have
Alpha
nothing
Sigma.
going
man.
Just 24 karat magic.
It's like you have nothing
Yeah.
to offer. Please stop. Yeah,
I just,
there's
Yeah.
nothing.
like I got a feeling from Carolina that she definitely like pass you a wink or just like smile at you and like that's just like, and then I was like that happened everywhere I saw her go. And I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, there's nothing weird here. That's just the way the person is.
Some people are just like that.
Yeah,
They're
that's nothing.
Very affectionate and they're just very, very playful like that. Yeah.
Yeah, she was super kind. I just felt really bad that people would just start going out of their way to make her feel uncomfortable like that. I was just like, why can you shut the fuck up, dude?
It's just
keep it-
people who can't read. I know actually a guy that John knows, Adam. He was the actual site founder at theotaku.com, and he actually spent a month in Vancouver. He did like a house swap with somebody, and he was always he was from New York, as a Persian man my age, from New York, which is why like it took me a long time. His name was Garamani, and I was like I just assumed he was Italian. I don't know. Garamani sounds like an Italian name, but he was always saying that just the person that he bought his groceries from, like just at the shop, she was always super nice to him, and he was just like, is she flirting with me? And it's like, no, she was just being polite, just being nice. That's just
Stupid.
Vancouver compared to New York. It's just like, oh hi, how was your day? It's big smiles. Oh thanks, you have a good day. It's just like,
Fuck.
and he's just like, I don't get that at in New York. So it's like, is this something? And he figured it out that no, people are just like that here. So this is, some people just they don't catch that.
Well, it's like that fucking that doctor. Apparently, he's a doctor in Venezuela. Fucking asked me out because I was just giving him normal customer service, like, hi, how was your like regular customer
Oh, yeah.
small talk. How was your day? What are your plans today? Blah blah blah. Just being nice, like I have to.
Yeah.
And then he was just like, we should go get a drink. I'm like, no. Why?
Oh, thank you.
What are you? Why?
Yeah.
It's like I'm being nice, but I'm not being like weird about it. I'm just like literally normal customer, like basically retail customer service.
like
Just
bare minimum in Canada standards.
Yeah.
you know
and he's
what I
like,
mean?
well,
Don't
I'm
ask
a
it-
doctor.
don't ask out the
It's like,
barista.
I don't give a
Is-
fuck.
Yeah. Niceness is confused as attraction, and it's Canada, which is the most polite country ever, apparently. The more I think about it, the more I'm just, you know what, from a global scale, kind of.
Yes.
Like, I see my share of a-holes regularly.
I think like when other people see us, they're like, yes, you guys are the nicest people. Being somebody who is born here, I'm like, we have a lot of assholes and we have actually a lot of racists here. Like,
yeah.
I'll be honest.
Oh, yeah.
What I've experienced, like a lot of
lots
that.
and lots. And I mean, that's why I have these moments, like, I remember them, like in London, walking down the street and with my little brother, just going from one place to the next while we were being tourists, and just suddenly some old man we walked past, and he was grumbling real hard as we walked past. And I was thinking, like, oh, something's bugging him. And that's how you hear, fucking Asians! I was looking over, like,
Jesus.
oh, I guess that was about us. I was looking around, and everyone was like, oh, yeah, I guess
Yeah.
this was us. Like, well, shit, how about that?
Yep.
How about
Yeah, I
that?
was very fortunate that none of that entered the building. I think there was like 4 or 5 layers of security
Yeah.
going
no.
into the convention ground,
Yeah.
into the convention area, and every one of them was checking for your vaccine
Yep.
He worked in retail,
tag
with you
and
with
your
that.
staff
Exactly.
tag. So yeah, there were some, and at every convention there are some attendees who just
Yeah,
have
very
mental
self-aware, they're
problems
also
and
behaving.
like
Yep.
like learning issues or something. Or, like what's the PC word for that again? I'm sorry.
For what?
Neurodivergent. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, George. Yeah, that-
He
Neurodivergent. But yeah,
told
thank you.
you.
But for the most part, they're very easy to deal with. You
Yeah.
just kind of give them a little bit of attention, give them some reassurance that they're cool people, and then they tend to leave. Just we have to just keep an eye on them.
Yeah.
That some of them get really freaking loud though, and
Yeah.
that's a hard hard to deal with, especially if they're unaccompanied. But
There's some real beefy guys around the Shatner autograph line. Oh yeah.
oh yeah,
Neurodivergent.
neurodivergent, yes. Thank you, George. Yeah. So like those are like general problems that I just saw at the convention that just is the usual.
Yeah.
I think yeah.
I felt pretty comfy and safe. Like
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I never feel overly threatened at conventions. Like I got a different worldview and different world experience than a lot of other people as well, though. So that's not just me being like, oh, I don't know what you're talking about. I had a good time.
Well, at conventions, like I think the worst, the most high tension situation I've ever been in is like dealing with some of the CD peddlers in front of SakuraCon and the convention center there.
Oh
like
yeah.
That got pretty tight. They got pretty like a little tense. I was like concerned that I may have
Almost started a fight.
I may have written a check that I could not cash.
Yeah.
I wasn't like violent or anything, but I've probably said this story before, but yeah, the people there that sell their CDs, one of three things will happen with that CD. One, it'll be blank. Two, it'll have garbage music on it, and three, it could be 1 and 2 plus malware. So if you put that shit in your computer, it releases a bunch of malware and shit, and they blackmail you for money. You might remember that type of scene from fucking Mr. Robot, because that type of scam is highlighted there in one of their episodes. So
like the mixtape dudes?
Hmm?
Like the mixtape dudes?
Yeah.
That's why they give you CDs, and they don't give you like, I don't know, a QR code to their SoundCloud, whatever. You know what I mean? But on top of which, the other part is that it's a very popular scam to essentially, once you take that person's CD to look at it, they will insist that you buy it, and they will not take it back until you do. So I had a particular incident where one of the guests took one, and I'm like, fuck, right? I don't have time for this shit, right? So I promptly took it, and I told them to keep going without me, because I knew where they were going, but they kind of needed some I'd catch up with them really quick, just get inside, because as soon as they're inside, security's there, right? And I told the guy, like, listen, I'm sorry, my guests can't really haggle with you right now, so you need to take this back, and then I have to get going. And he's like, no man, like, think about, why don't you just pay me like 10 or something, blah blah blah. And so Otaku driver, I shoved it into his chest. I told him, I cannot take this, they cannot buy this, I have to get going. No, I'm sorry, like, I can't help you. And he's like, his hands went up, and he's like, I'm not taking it back. And I'm just like, I'm not buying it. And I just let it go. It fell to the ground, and I left. And the guy started yelling after me.
Yeah, because he's like, you dropping my shit. It's like,
yeah, you dropped my shit. Like, are you just gonna pick it up? That's just disrespectful. And I'm like, and I just ignored him as I walked. But I could hear him coming up behind me. So like in my head, I'm just like, I should probably look at him as I enter the building, because I'm afraid he might pop me in the back of the head.
Yeah, fair.
But then I looked at a cop, and the cop saw me and the guy behind me, and I looked at him, and I mentioned the guy behind me, and I kept walking, and the guy immediately backed off. And I'm just like, woo! Dodged one that time. Fortunately for me, I guess I didn't look familiar enough that every time I walked past them, they didn't recognize me. So I was probably just some target they forgot about.
Use the reflection in the glass.
Yeah, what am I, freaking Nick Cage in Bangkok Dangerous? Come on.
Just that moment where all of us is like, no. When the moment arrives, we will be able to deliver. It's like,
no, but yeah, I was mildly concerned as I was walking away, but I knew I knew there was police around. There's always police there to make sure that
downtown Seattle,
those guys, those guys aren't peddling things violently, right? But yeah, another convention tip for you all: if people are giving you CDs and shit, and you are forced to buy one, don't put that fucking garbage in your computer. It probably has malware. Literally just burn it. Like, the best case scenario, it's garbage music. Worst case scenario, it's a malware designed to steal your personal shit.
Being a malware such people aren't trying to do the physical threatening thing to me. Yeah, that's fair. Ash was also scaring people without trying this weekend. Hey.
They're either scared or turned on or both. I was like, I just want to use the washroom. Like, I just want to use the washroom, okay? Walked in the first time, so everyone's screaming. They're like, no. Yeah. Like, okay, well.
I'm not your I'm not your fucking mommy. I'm not your
Yeah.
fucking. I'm not your. You
The
know,
best
don't
part-
talk to me like I'm gonna be part of your fucking like
Yeah.
polyamorous relationship.
Yeah,
Garbage.
that's the worst. But I
That you-
like
that you
the,
got
the
going on.
funniest
Yeah.
part is anytime like when I was grabbing something from under my table
Yeah.
and then two people came to the table, they did not know that I was under the table. They just saw James.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I slowly crept back up
Yeah.
and they freaked the fuck out.
So if you want to imagine.
Oh,
just-
James has the hat.
So just shit going on. They're looking at stuff, and then suddenly just.
So I did that, not realizing.
Big fucking
and
hat.
they freaked the fuck out. That happened, and then also when I tried to like go through like the hole like in the middle of the table,
Yeah.
I like bend over and I do this. And
Yeah.
because that's what she does when she opens the door, she does this.
Oh, yeah,
So people just like lost their shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not doing this on purpose for attention. I just need to grab something.
Yeah.
At which point, that is like A+ game character design. That like that particular movement is very very grounded in reality.
Yeah.
Of
Mhm.
when you wear a giant fucking hat,
hat.
You know, like,
you have to
I
move
don't
like
nine
that.
Hat was a
You're-
9 feet
and you're
tall.
9 feet tall.
Yeah, you know that shit just happens.
Yup.
Yeah. Yeah, no, John a real nice man, and people are scared of him because he's just big,
Yep.
and that's silly. That's okay, John.
Would like to be a little bit more intimidating. I can't do anything. I was 5'0".
I told Joyce about it already. On terms of small people trying to be threatening. There was a small child this morning, cracked me up. So, our neighbor next to us, they spilled something like water. Just a water bottle fell over. It just went across her artist table, and she was like, "Fuck!" And she was just trying to contain it as best she can. It's like none of us have paper towel or anything. So I grabbed the fleece blanket that I had brought originally to use as a tarp for our shits, because Ash had already like wiped makeup on it. It was like this fleece blanket is already a towel so far. So I went into the suitcase to pull out from under the table to give it to her so she could soak up some of the water. And as it did, the lid of the suitcase went like that, and the sewing shears that were on top of it, which is now at its new proper home.
Yeah.
Yeah, it slid off the suitcase and hit the ground and slid under past the skirt of the front of the table, the table skirt. And that was the exact moment these two kids are walking by, I guess with their parent just further back, but you hear a thump and these things slide out from under. And this little kid, he must have been 7 or 8 tops. I just hear thump. Hey!
Yeah, the kid just went, hey!
Hey! It's like, it was like the Asian equivalent of that. What?
Yeah. Like, are you okay?
It's like, oh, sorry. And it's like, and he's just like, it's like, you
So
dropped
offended.
something. It's like, okay, and he handed it back. Like, thank you so much.
But I saw this little hand grab the scissors and I was like, you give me those scissors back. You should not be holding this.
It just shot out the moment they slid. Hey! It's like,
I had actually, speaking of kids just grabbing shit they ought not be. I had a friend who used to be a vendor, quite a popular, not popular, but used to be a vendor at Artist Alley and stuff. She transitioned over to dev work, and she actually applied to Relic recently. I hadn't realized, but her style wasn't what they were looking for. But I caught her briefly on the side of my eye with her husband and her son, who is now or daughter. I'm trying to remember the gender. Who was now old enough to cosplay and walk around. And then so I saw her at the corner of my eye. I didn't flag her down because I was busy. I didn't want to be weird. But I was able to bump into her inside an alley, and we chatted and caught up. And she talked about how like, oh yeah, she's at that age where she's just grabbing shit, So every booth is basically like, another lesson of don't touch shit. Right?
Yeah.
So she's just like, it's fun, but Gotta keep an eye on her and make sure she learns their etiquette, right?
Yeah.
She's like dressed up in Ash Ketchum. Is that the same person we're thinking about? No? Yes? No? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, so yeah, I just thought it was cute. I'm just like, and the last time I saw
The
that
best.
baby, last time I saw that kid was 3 years ago at Emerald
Yeah.
City, and now I just see this kid walking around talking, giving the old like, I don't want to bet her look, and I was just like, oh, they grow up so fast. She's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I have it a couple times at Ash's table, and I always laugh every time because it's like, you know, what was right at the front of the table, just little round plastic containers and like colorful ones, and they all come up with these little children, like little boys, like 6, 7 years old.
Always the
Just,
boys.
ooh, like, oh, this is cool. This is neat. It's like it's a round, shiny
Container.
object.
Bobble.
Yeah.
And as I was looking, it's like, yeah, that's eyeliners for your eyes. So you can put color on your eyes. And then every time they don't get it.
They're just like, what? And then you're like talking about makeup, and then there was one time there was a dad standing there, and he was like, and you're telling him
To
about
know,
makeup,
man.
and I'm
So he
like,
doesn't
oh,
fucking eat
you
it.
must be upset.
Like an idiot. Because boys will do that. They're fucking
Yeah.
idiots. They'll put it in their mouth and thinking it's fucking
Yeah.
candy. And it's kind of not their fault. I don't understand why some people would decide that selling makeup that looks like candy or
Yeah,
fruits
just
is a
eating-
smart fucking
just
thing. They are the
have to
least
eat
edible
everything.
thing you can have.
I just like, son, put that down. I didn't raise no queers. Like,
Well, I mean, that's the face he was giving.
fuck.
It didn't help that you were like, you do this to your eye and put this on your eye, and I was like, oh, this is hilarious.
Please don't bring dishonor and violence upon
Yikes,
this
man.
building.
Well, I
That's
mean,
Arash's job.
Oh.
He just comes around.
Are you sure
committing
the
acts
family
of
disappointment
violence.
t-shirt shouldn't go to you?
No, man. Depending on what side of the family, I'm a fucking godsend.
yeah, fair.
Terrorizing, commanding. No, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Just being an overall warlord. Is that what you think of brown folks, Joyce? Come on, get your shit together.
Hey, your words, not mine.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I just got an ad in French. Hey!
Whoa, we're
Ah,
international.
We're bilingual. That's why.
Ooh.
Eventually, they're just like you're
Them
not really
Canadian
reacting to this
ads.
ad. Maybe I should say it in French.
Oui, oui.
And like, parlez-vous anglais?
Oui, Quebec.
Oh, oui, oui,
Bon,
petit, petit.
c'est bon.
Je suis un garçon.
Yeah. Le grenouille mange les pamplemousses. Ad?
Oh,
What? Oh, every fucking time. No, but I mean, usually I would do that spiel so that the kid would go, oh, and put it back down right away.
Yeah, but they're like,
It's like, oh, what's this? It's makeup. And then go look.
Is this a candy?
I'm gonna go pick up the sword now. The $100 resin
God.
sword.
Yeah.
Wave it around a little bit. You have a small heart attack. You're like,
Yeah.
these
Pretty much
kids, man.
excommunicado with one side of my family. Yeah, no, I get that. I got a. Yeah, we got one branch that we've mentally pruned. It happens.
It happens.
Yeah, sometimes the path goes to the dark side of the force, and there's not much you can do about it. I jest. The reason why I say I don't know is because I don't have any contact with the extended family.
Exactly.
yet,
Yeah.
except for like my cousins who are basically in the area. So
Yeah.
they're the only people who can provide information to anybody on that side of the family on
Yeah.
how I'm doing. And so they always check in on me on occasion, like, you're okay, you're doing good. It's like, okay, we can let the family know you're fine.
Yes, he still exists.
Yeah, I am in fact the oldest son of the oldest daughter and the oldest daughter on my mom's side. Oldest son
Oldest
on
of
my
the
dad.
oldest.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I am my number one uno of
Yeah.
interest, but awkward because it's just like neither families were like
Yeah.
okay with this relationship because Chinese and the Arabs, no, it's not
You know,
good.
Sorry.
They're just like, it just seemed weird and no one really talked us through this, and so here we are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those of you who decide to have biracial children, do better. It is not the bridge you think it's going to be. It is very much like Métis. Like, you
Yeah.
belong nowhere, and yet you belong only in the space that you look like, but not really.
Yeah.
It's weird. I'm not saying it's terrible. I definitely have benefited from it.
Yep.
But I'm definitely not exactly being believed when I say, yeah, go hang that tour. It's like, I'm going to go Chinese New
you
Year
kind
with
of
my
just
family.
get mated on, like, regardless, like, That's just how it is.
Yeah, you just get looked at weird because you're just like, why are you like doing kung fu, or like why are you like hanging out with the Asian folks, like because like I was born and raised Asian.
Yeah.
And they're just like,
generation.
and they just judge you face first, which is a little bit better in Canada because most people understand or quickly admit like, oh yeah, biracial sense, right, in Canada.
Yep.
But anywhere else, people are just gonna be like,
Like, how did this happen?
you should check your
But
lane.
Toronto.
Yeah, Toronto happens.
Toronto.
Toronto happens. I always joke because just like I think Carolina mentions like, oh, like Arash, what kind of name is that? It's like, oh, like is it Arabic or is it like from Pashto or like something like, oh, it's Farsi, it's Persian. It's like, oh, okay. And it's like, yeah, my mom was Chinese and my dad was Persian. And it's like, oh, how'd that happen? I'm like, Toronto happened. It's the only other place. Toronto's the only other place you'll find a higher concentration of Iranians, Persians outside of Iran. Like that's period. Period.
So Toronto is the Persian stronghold of Canada.
Yep.
Okay.
It is also the most diverse country in the world, diverse city in the world. Toronto.
Really?
I can believe that.
Of the world.
They're very dense. Like, oh god, how many people live there?
Thank God.
Hey Siri,
Too many.
what's the population of Metro Toronto? I don't know if they have a metro.
People are gonna hate you for reasons. Yeah. Trevor knows about being mixed race. As far as I'm concerned, is black. Yep.
So that's about 2-3 times the volume of Metro Vancouver. Okay. Yeah.
Oh
that's
wow,
fair.
Colson just got off of work.
Yeah,
Oh
Fuck.
God.
not bad. On the stat. Oh, that means we made bank then.
Yeah, money.
Yeah, the stat holiday for BC is Family Day. We went to convention for Family Day.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, the family was there. DPS family was there.
Yeah,
Except
family.
for Colston, of course, he had things to do.
Family.
Family. One last ride.
Yeah. No, I think we'll have an okay time. Like, my mom remarried to a very English man, and he had already spent much of his adult life in Hong Kong, married to a Chinese woman, and has had three biracial sons. And my older brother has married a very white woman and have 2 biracial sons. So, I think we're good.
Yep.
We've
And then
I
my
think-
family, it's like everybody hates me, yay! No,
We don't know what you are,
You know
we don't
how it
care.
is. It's just like for me, it's like because I'm not. People hate me because I'm like, I'm technically like a light skin. So people are mad at me because of my skin color, but then they hate me because like I'm not dark enough. So I'm hated on both sides.
Yeah.
You're not like us, right?
Yeah, like you don't fit in, or like or we're mad that your skin is lighter. Unfortunately, with the race, it's like you want to have lighter skin. That's kind of like how a lot of races are.
Yeah.
And that's considered better, which I think is terrible.
Yeah.
But that's how it is there, and
then-
I hate it so much because
It's
I'm
like from a
born this
practical
way. What do you
sense.
want me to do? I can't do
And
anything.
then the baby came out and got what they wanted, so they
Yeah.
must destroy her now.
Yeah, actually, the terrible story. When like
We going deep tonight. Let's go.
No,
Let's
like,
go. It's Family Day.
basically,
This
It is Family
totally
Day.
has convention
Happy
references,
Family
so
Day.
no.
Yeah, no. Before I was born, people from like my like they always fought, but they were like, I hope when your daughter is born, she is going to come out and she is going to be the most ugliest like baby, and she's gonna grow up and be like the most ugliest person. And they said the word dark, like she's gonna be dark and ugly, which is so terrible and so colorist and terrible.
Yeah.
Don't ever say that to anybody.
Yeah.
But that's what they said. So they're like, I hope your daughter is ugly. And this is my family. These are like aunts and
Yeah.
cousins of mine.
Yeah.
And now being older, I'm like, fuck, I don't talk to any of you. Fuck all y'all. And now being older, they all want to talk to me and be like, I love you. And oh my gosh, like how are you doing? I'm like, go fuck yourself.
It's
I
just,
don't want
know.
anything to do with you. Like that's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah, it's so weird how quickly it flips. But
Yeah.
I don't want to say it's cultural. It's more like trauma where people
Yeah,
like,
but
you can
I
say
mean, yeah,
shit
but still, it's like
as
that's
much as you'd
disgusting.
like to
Yeah.
family because family is family. So you can say as much shit as you'd like and not have
Yeah.
to worry about it. And I'm just like, I don't know. Like I think you need to be held to a certain standard of decency, especially with family.
Yeah.
Like there's some wiggle room, I can say it for sure, but
Yep.
not that much wiggle room. Like I'm not gonna. Like I don't care how much I hate my sister. I will
Yeah,
never
the
be like.
skin bleaching
or like, not that I say that I hate my sister. Me
Yeah.
and my sister don't always get along. In fact, we are almost polar opposites when it comes to how we decide our lives.
Yeah.
But I would never go around and be like, I hope your daughter comes out too black, so black with your black husband. Like, no.
Yeah.
In fact, I celebrate the fact that she's so diverse. Like, if she marries a Jewish guy, and they have like a child, like a girl, she's gonna have like the fucking genetic lottery. She's gonna be part Haitian, part Persian, part Chinese, part Jewish. It's like she's like, anything you say will apply to this child. Right? I'm like, I hope they diversify. I hope she does great. She's doing really. As far as I know, she's doing really, really well. But yeah, I don't understand what context would it ever be okay to be like, I wish to condemn the most terribleness of all life choices and decisions upon thy children. Like that. Like what did I do? Is like, you took a taco when I wanted it. Like, really? That's the line? Like, it feels very petty.
That's funny.
I mean, the worst thing on my side of the family, it's money. It's always money.
Yeah.
Right? People just like, how do you divvy up the empire among all the children is difficult for my mom's side, because they own, I think they're middle class, pretty high middle class. They own their own mansion in Malaysia, so I guess upper middle class.
Okay.
But the business and everything revolves around the dad, my grandfather, which is now belonging to my grandmother, and the only son they have is adopted. So like, that's some real fucking like crazy. Like, you can make a pretty decent soap opera just from that idea, right? It's like the only son in the family, which is usually important, is adopted. So it's super hard to be like, well, he's like, I don't want to unleash too much dirty laundry. I don't think my mom would appreciate it, but she told me once, she's just like, during the conversation of just like what happens to the grandpa's empire, his empire is like an infrastructure and construction.
Yeah.
Like, what happens to that? And they're like, well, it should go to the oldest daughter, which is my mom. But my mom is just like, it should go to our brother.
Hey, Colston.
It should go to my brother.
Colston?
And the phrase came out, well, he's not really blood. And I was like, excuse? Like, me and my sister were like, come again? Like, Canadian mentality is just like, no, you adopt somebody, they're blood. Like, that doesn't happen.
They're family.
But I don't want to say which aunt said it. Someone fucking said it. It's like, he's not really blood. And my mom's like, how fucking dare you? Like, of course, my mom is like short, 5 foot Asian stocky woman, but she will like go to town on somebody who's just like, like, I am the big sister here, and I will rock anybody who says otherwise, right? She has to keep the peace, and that was a big thing that happened. But when I heard that, I'm just shaking my head. How can you say that to your brother, right?
Yeah.
But that's it. That's weird. That's for those of you who don't have weird family politics that extend outside of Canada. or something. Like, it gets pretty dicey when it comes to
it sucks, man. It's like
families.
Fucking stuff you'd see in a cringy drama. I don't want any
cringe
part of it,
drama.
but that's how it is. It's that brown/Asian bullshit. I hate it.
No, it's like I've definitely gotten a lot of context and understanding of the rest of the world. Like, I got my own stuff, like my mom remarried because things happened prior to that point, for a reason and stuff, right? But like, I got off pretty easy in the grand scheme. Like, even like my stepdad, like, my understanding is like, in his will, it's like basically everything goes to like us, like the stepsons, like not even his biological sons, who are all grown ass adults now and have like their own like families and children and stuff and lives and careers, and they're doing very well for themselves. Last I heard, they're good guys. I like them. I think they're cool guys. But yeah, it's last I heard, he was just like, no, like it all goes to you guys. It's like, damn. My grandma, like, her setup, like, that was just last summer. It was her will was really straightforward. Like, this is the life insurance money. Split it 4 ways. 3 go to the 3 boys. The last 4 get split 6 ways between the grandkids. Done.
Easy peasy.
No one gonna complain about it. I know my mom, because of course, she gonna hold a beef forever with that guy, justifiably. I'm not gonna question. So I got some things coming up eventually. I have future James problems that are gonna come up later.
Yeah.
But she was just like, "Joe, do you think he's gonna give you any of that money he's getting to you guys?" I was like, "I'm not expecting any."
Yeah, don't expect it.
I'm not expecting it at all. I can't compare what it must be like for you guys. I try walking through the world as a fat guy. I got one
Yeah.
fair shit through.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
that's
no.
all.
My
Another thing,
sister
right?
gets the flat. I'm sure Ashley has a similar experience. When you're an overweight child in an ethnic family that is extremely critical,
Oh.
like nowhere is safe. They will.
Yeah.
It's always like a side. Like I know like sometimes it's cultural. I know May gets it too. And May's a perfectly decent sized woman. They will always give you that pat. Like my sister got it a lot when she was overseas when we were visiting family. Like, oh, you're really big, or oh, you got a little weight on you, or like, oh, you eat a lot, right? And they just fucking chirp at you.
You're so like, why are you so fat? Why are you so dark?
Yeah.
They just chirp at you,
Yeah.
and you're just like, really? Come on, dudes.
Yeah.
My main one was actually my because I have PCOS, so I have cystic acne, and there's nothing like you can't do anything about it because it's hormonal. And
Yeah.
so I would get, oh my god, like, do you wash your face? I'm like, yeah, but you have pimples. It's like you can still wash your face, go to a fucking dermatologist. You'll still get acne. Like that has nothing to do with anything. So I would get grilled. Like people would just like they would assume I'm not clean because like I have acne. It's like that's not how that works.
Yeah.
Do you not know science? Like
Yeah.
It,
I mean, as we've learned.
Yeah, the fat. It's funny. It's funny about like grilling fat folk in family circumstances, because when you're a kid, all they ever do is want to feed you to get big.
yeah.
And then when you get big, they
Like,
scold
why
you.
you
It's like,
big?
what do you
It's like,
want?
what the
What do you
fuck?
want?
Like,
And
you want-
I think it's also like the worst thing is just like you're forced to eat everything, and so like that has long lasting effects on anybody who has to endure that, especially because they to those families.
Truce,
Those families,
yeah,
to those families, you never know when you're gonna eat next, right? You need to eat.
Yeah.
But when you're in like Canada and you leave those countries and go to someplace else, like food is abundant. Like, generally
Yeah.
speaking, you'll never have to starve.
Yeah.
And so, but they never but that's like just like systemic trauma over a course of years of just like
Yeah.
starving and like
Yeah.
food being very short. They never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And so you're forced to eat everything, and your body is just like, I need to finish my plate, or else bad things will happen, or
Yeah.
I need to eat more, or something bad will happen. Like you never introduced to the starvation aspect of it, but you like your stomach grows to just compensate for more and more food that you have to eat because you're essentially traumatized to just eat, right? Eat
Yeah.
as much as you can.
Yeah,
And it takes like one or two generations to breathe that out in a good situation.
Yeah.
My sister doesn't force force her daughter, my niece, to eat it all, and she just eats whatever she wants, very small, and just leaves and comes back and eats whatever. I'm like, perfect. That's exactly what she should be doing, right? Like, meanwhile, grandma's just like, eat more, and I'm like, Mom, let it go, right?
Yeah.
I understand you want her to go big and strong, but that's not gonna
You don't
be
have to
by
feed
just
her all
stuffing
at
her.
once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, John knows some shit. Also, Paul, that's really interesting. That you basically have like an implied extra brother growing up with that. That's cool. My mom has my older brother's best friend. Like, he never lived with us or anything, but he was around often enough. She refers to him as number 4 son. Like, it's cool. It's cool when you have people like that in your lives. Try to get it from my family when they notice me being thin after a big rush work on holidays. That's why I wear a lot of jumpers or hoodies. Yeah, it's true. Colton is a skinny man, and apparently he got a little bit skinnier, so he gotta. Hopefully the work starts being less shitty for you, man.
Yeah.
I really hope so. Little one right up his dad's right. Yeah, no, just we are the the most emotionally damaged generation.
Bro, like I
What?
fucking
Two pandemics? Oh, sorry, two freaking economic collapses, a pandemic, and pretty much our freaking what's it called? Our version of the Cuban Missile Crisis coming to a head right now.
Ugh.
So
Yeah,
you
we
know
got
what?
that.
Fucking whatever. Like I'll deal with it when it comes here. Like
Yeah.
I'm at the one step at a time plan right now.
Yeah.
Future plans are just
Yeah.
kind of like all over the place.
Emotional
Emotional damage.
Yeah.
But if you close your... he was full of breath going, yeah.
All right,
That's
it's like
cool.
15 minutes to 11:30. Let's go ahead and just talk about plans again for
Yeah.
cons, like we were supposed to be talking
Yeah.
about before we just dived into
It
a
just
trauma
turned into a
dish
therapy
session.
sesh.
You know,
DPS deep dive.
Yeah, it always
Uh,
seems to
that'll
deviate.
work.
But you know that's why we real. You know.
Yeah.
Totally real.
We real.
We
We
Keep it real with you.
keep it real. Yeah, it's like we don't put on shit when we get on. Like this is actually how we do. Like just like fucking Arash and I were talk like how fucking long tonight. Just about fucking Star Wars and the nature of like the writing of the stories and shit.
GPS 80.
That's what we do. Cards at
Yeah.
warming. I get ahead. All right. Fire Emblem to come. All right. So Colson got Fire Emblem probably on the Thursday. Very good.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, but no, just that's us. We don't pretend to be anything we're not. This is too much. It's too much energy to have to do that.
To have a personality.
Yeah, it's
that
like-
isn't
Yeah.
99% like honest and like. straight-
What's up, guys?
What is
Welcome
up,
back to the show.
guys?
Welcome back
What's
to the
up,
channel.
gamers?
Don't forget to hit that notification button. It's like, oh yeah, facts. It's like, oh, let's go.
Do it, or else I won't be able to eat this week. La 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 la.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
Did I miss out on Star Wars chats?
No, that happened in person.
Yeah, it's just-
we just had dinner.
It's
with-
just us and Morgan, Groknar. It's just nerds that haven't had a chance to talk about all the stuff they've seen or learned in person for however many months, and we just let it all out. It got dangerous. I'm sorry.
What?
I don't know.
for having you endure like 3 hours of like,
Just like-
or an hour of just like straight Star Wars talk.
Oh no, it's fine.
Yeah. It's not
Anyway.
like embarrassing shit. It's not like the dude that tried to roleplay with me in the fucking con. It's just-
What?
Well, just that dude in the Jedi outfit is just like, oh, it's like, hello there, Master Jedi. And he put on the voice and all that.
I didn't know about that. Was
Yeah,
it when you were
Yeah,
walking
when I was
around?
walking around. Yeah, I think I mentioned it on earlier tonight, but yeah, it's just like I just thought, oh hey, and I saw you had a lightsaber. And it was a collared shirt underneath a robe, so I see where he was going with that. I was like, all right, yeah, well you got a lightsaber, yeah, cool, hey man. And he turns around, I was like, he was looking at the artist tables. It's like, you know, a lot of this really reminds me of the markets in Mos Eisley and Tatooine.
Oh
And I
no!
was like,
Oh no!
yeah, there's a lot of characters around here, and he
crying.
kept going. I was
You,
like,
you just straight talk. I'm like, sure does, bud. He's just like not even
like,
falling
yeah,
for it.
there's
Like,
a lot of
yep,
cha-
you're.
there's a lot of characters around here, man. I was just like, and it's like he said something else, but he kept going. It's like he wants me to stay and
Aw.
engage with him right now. It's like I am on a time frame. So
Bye.
it's-
At least he didn't go on all.
May the force be with you. Yada yada.
I guess it
Just
could've
walk
said that.
away.
I guess I could have done that too.
Yeah.
Anyone need me to pick up a stream?
I don't
I
know, I think we
mean,
might be
You
okay.
have 2 new slots. Sundays.
Well, for you
Joyce,
guys, yeah.
Joyce, Sunday, Tuesdays. Joyce and I are.
Tuesday, I stream from the laptop.
you might try it.
Yeah.
Because she,
'Cause, I mean,
because
I don't-
the weight is distributed across 2 machines, right? So
Yeah.
the laptop can stream, and
Yeah.
the PS4 basically
Plays
takes
the
up
game.
work. Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
need to set up my scenes and like get all the
Yeah.
things plugged in.
Okay. Actually, maybe we
So-
can do that. I mean, Wednesday I should just be playing Sifu. I got a lot better at that game, by the way.
Oh, have you seen the was it 20-minute speed run or something?
Not yet.
Damn.
I should watch to see how he fights the last guy. Yeah, I just have to do it on the stream thing, but my own personal game. I'm at the fourth stage in my 20s still. I'm just like, oh, fucking, I got good.
Yeah.
But the speed run, yeah, I might check that out at some point. Yeah, we'll do that Wednesday. Thursday, Colson's got Fire Emblem. Friday's the day off once we want to do something. Saturday, fucking we'll see.
You have to find something.
Yeah, and then Sunday, maybe we can pick up. We'll see. If the test tomorrow works out well, maybe our actually got some ideas for something to play. Otherwise, yeah, we might pick it up. We'll see where we are. And then Monday, who knows?
Monday I'll see, but like
Maybe we'll have.
well, I'm sure we'll buy a copy of Horizon.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking if I do end up doing anything Horizon on stream, it's probably gonna be the side quests. So I might just side quest, like grind stuff on Horizon. I have to find out when Ghostwire comes out.
Yeah.
Is that next month?
Hey Siri, when does Ghostwire come out?
Sorry, I couldn't quite hear you.
Fuck you,
Fuck
Siri.
you, Siri. Hey Siri, when does Ghostwire come out?
Okay, I found this on the web for what does Ghostwire come out. Check it out.
What does Ghostwire come out?
What is Ghostwire?
When does Ghostwire come out? Everything you need to know about Ghostwire. Okay,
I think it's March.
Shinji Mikami. Release date. Push back to July.
Oh fuck! Really?
Oh no. Early February listing gameplay. Tokyo's March 25th release date, which was quickly confirmed by Bethesda.
Okay.
Launched simultaneously on PS5 and PC. Already Ghostwire Tokyo trailer.
So I mean, in the meantime, I could probably just do because we want Horizon anyways. I'll probably do some side questing or something until then. But I'm definitely gonna like all of stream. We're gonna do like Ghostwire for sure. And we get to pet the doggies.
Yeah. I'm pretty excited about
PetTheDog.com.
Horizon, and apparently Sony partnered up with WWF Canada.
Yeah.
So every dollar of every copy of Horizon Forbidden West sold in Canada, up to 100,000, will go towards
the World Wrestling Federation. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, same thing happened this morning. I mentioned WWF Canada, and Ash goes, "Oh, it's like no, the panda, the panda."
No,
guys.
the panda, the wildlife stuff. Oh, okay. That was a wrestler for some reason.
No, well, they're WWE now, so there's no longer confusion.
But the joke always goes WWF.
They
World-
rebranded.
They
But yeah, it's all gonna go towards fixing the seagrass along the west coast of BC. So I'm like, fuck yeah.
So that means we might be able to see BC in the game too.
Yay.
It's like
We
west.
wonder. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there might have been rumors that Vancouver might be in there somewhere a little bit. I hope so. We'll see.
Sean, you have too many games in your backlog. You should do what we do: start a channel and just start playing through it.
Oh wait, you
I mean,
already
he does
did.
have a channel.
Yeah, Cruz.
That's the joke,
Cruz.
guys. That's the joke.
Check your audio settings otherwise, but otherwise, yeah, get on there, Cruz.
Yep.
You know what? This is how we're gonna encourage Cruz to do it. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna make it awkward for him right now. Ha ha.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh shit. Oh shit. Ruined King League of Legends story.
Oh shit.
Fuck
You're playing League of
yeah.
Legends. You're never gonna finish it. Come on, you gotta play games that you can finish and go through the backlog.
Probably a schedule of mom working from home.
Yeah.
Is she using your laptop? Or is she just using your internet?
Excuses. How dare you? Here I am, willing to stream, but I'm missing a very valuable part in my machine that I can't afford right now because I'm saving up for lasers in my eyes and travel. So
I want to get eye lasers too, cause I'm tired of the fucking.
That sounds so weird. Just eye lasers, like without context. People are just gonna be like,
I want eye lasers.
That's just the pig talisman at that point.
yeah, I want eye lasers.
Was it the pig talisman? I want to say it was the pig talisman.
Yeah, the pig talisman with eye lasers.
Yeah, laser eyes.
And then the rooster was like floating. I remember there was this one scene where like all the animals got the powers.
Yeah.
And it was like a rooster with the pig, and so the rooster was floating the pig, and then the pig was just shooting lasers in his eyes, just floating
She's
around.
always on the phone or Zoom meetings. All right.
Sure.
You don't bust your chops too much, man.
Okay.
Okay. But other than that, yeah, I guess we'd be looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
we
next
did.
convention will be Kurokon, I think, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that first,
Um,
then Calgary, right?
And then Calgary
Yeah.
Expo.
Yeah.
Joyce and I will be at both, hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll also be making a quick stop into LA to meet some old LA friends and go to
Kukulkan.
Kukulkan.
Oh god. Oh,
So
that's
the
the 15th.
15th
Awesome.
For the 15th anniversary of
5-year anniversary of.
fifth anniversary of Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, is that
so
what they're
we'll-
doing?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
we'll
the
do it-
it's
we'll
the
do a-
anniversary tour.
I don't know if we'll have data there, but we'll try.
Where are you
Um,
gonna stay?
With Justin in April.
Oh, awesome.
They got a nice
Yeah.
house.
So they offered up their place last time they left, and we've never taken them up on that offer.
Oh, that's
so it'll be
awesome.
good.
No, we're just going for KupoCon
Yeah.
because it's
If they
just
wrote
an
me
evening.
into, if they wrote me
It's
into
just
help,
an evening party. It's like the FF7 release party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a cocktail,
Same idea.
cocktail party.
Right?
Look fancy.
So it's one being in LA, and apparently it's a poolside party. So I'm like,
yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be anywhere near like worked out enough to be LA hot.
Yeah, it's like
Or
then you could do like
LA
pool
mediocre.
side
LA.
patio.
I'd kill just to be LA mediocre, really.
Yeah, fair.
But yeah.
So
Yeah.
Joyce has
Oh,
offered
that's
to
not too
strap
bad.
me up with tattoos again. So we'll see.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Well, we already went over what we're doing for the week, so I guess we can skip that part. But yeah, thank you everyone for coming by. I saw a few friendly faces, and we love you for it. If you don't know who we are for the Daring Player Squad, 5 assholes, 4 of which are on the screen right now, who play video games a lot of times and sometimes go to conventions and do all that shit. Yeah, you guys know how the speech goes. Get out of here. Good night.
And sometimes we talk about generational trauma. So that's a thing to do.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, so if you haven't done it yet, please give us a follow here. It's the best way to keep track of us. Otherwise, we do have links that are right here. We do have a Twitter account, we got a Facebook account, we got an Instagram account. I should do something about that. We got a Discord, and we got a YouTube account. Mostly serves as an archive because Twitch doesn't love us enough. And as long as people don't switch the stuff to private or unlisted, we'll be fine on that. So I think that's gonna be it for us. Fan Expo Vancouver 2022. Yay or nay?
Yay.
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 I give a yay.
Yeah.
And hopefully they don't fucking up next year.
They better not.
Fucking do. So yeah, I'm James.
It's Ashy.
It's Joyce.
And Rashi.
And you guys have a good night.
Bye.
Yay.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
GG.